What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Lex Alexis for another live stream. This time it's the 3 p.m. kickoff watch-along. The EFL is really back in the next 15 minutes. We're going to cover all the build-up, the starting 11s from Championship. We would even delve into a little bit of League One and League Two as well, in case any of you want to know about any clubs from League One and League Two also. There's a lot to uncover. We've already had a teaser of what could be going on when we streamed yesterday, Huddersfield versus Burnley. Really enjoyed the stream. But this time, things are getting real. The EFL is officially back, in my opinion, starting today. 15 minutes time. Who's here? Charlie, welcome to the stream. Nicholas, welcome to the stream. Hello, hope you're alright. Honeygarn, how is everyone? I'm doing alright, but yeah, thank you for asking. Blue Terrier, not happy with Huddersfield's performance. Tinu Andrew, the only one who played well. I did say yesterday, his marauding runs felt very Lewis O'Brien-esque, and maybe he's been given that responsibility this time, which I think is a bit extreme for him to have that responsibility this early on in his career, but it can work out. We saw glimpses of him playing quite well. Toby, he's listening to the Cubs commentary for the Norwich game today, but he'll be here pre-match for half-time. No worry, Toby. Thank you anyway for acknowledging that you're here still. No work today? I know, no work. I did have my part-time work in the morning, but I've moved it. I've moved it to a morning on a Saturday now. See, beforehand, my work would be clashing with the 3 p.m. kickoff, so I couldn't do a watch-along. But now, I've been able to move it to the morning. So now, I can actually do these watch-alongs. But it also gives me a chance to see Ipswich as well, which I would have gone to Ipswich versus Bolton had there not been a train strike. So maybe next home game that Ipswich play, I'll see him. I'm already seeing them play against Colchester. That could very well be the first game I see of Ipswich, actually. And what better way to see playing against my most local team in the EFL. So it seems destiny that that's going to be the first game I see Ipswich play. No Gatsby, no party. Gatsby is here. He is here. He didn't appreciate me screaming the place down yesterday when Burnley scored their first goal. I laid out a big celebration, but do you spot him? There he is, all asleep. He's too tired to even acknowledge it. But he is here, so I might have to be a bit careful in terms of volume, but I can't help it. It's the start of the season, so I'm always going to be very, very excited. So, normally what I tend to do with these 3 p.m. kickoffs or whatever, I have scores ticking on. I've not had time to get that right. I've actually not saved my scene that has the ticking text. So what I'm going to do instead, actually, is that I'm going to go to, if I could just remember which tab it is. Not this one. It's this one here. Right. So, I'm going to go to this tab here. And I'll show you how I'm doing with subs very quickly in case any of you are wondering. So I'm going to plug the channel for the first time here. Please smash the like button if you've not done so. If you are excited for the season to start in 12 minutes time. How we're doing so far. I've not actually checked how well we're doing so far. We made it to 36 yesterday. We're at 10, which is a decent start. So guys, let's try and get to 15 before kickoff. That would be terribly appreciative. In case you want to follow my social medias, they're down there. I managed to get to the right way around this time. Twitter and Instagram are shown. And yes, for subs, in case any of you were wondering, I just need to make sure I close the relevant tabs because it's going to just annoy me. There we go. So, 1,250 subs we're on. So, a quarter of the way through from 1,000 to 2,000. Thank you guys for the support. But what I'm going to do is go away from Huddersfield Burnley. That's yesterday's news. Today, we are going to be previewing every game by this technique here. So, I hope you guys can see it. I think it could be pretty good. Alex could see Fogden today if he went to Ipswich. I know. It's one of those things, unfortunately. You know, Fogden, I'll see him at some point if I go to Ipswich still. Oh my god, what they're showing here. Jesus Christ. Was that Connor Washington? That was Connor Washington. I mean, this was a League One keeper and he spilled it. Or it might be Michael Smith actually, just showing what they're missing out on. Yeah, that's definitely Rotherham. That's going to be Michael Smith that they're showing here. Well, they're just pretty much putting the pressure on Rotherham now, knowing that they've got to try and perform without Michael Smith. James McLean is starting for Wigan. My red card prediction could happen. Alex will be massively featured in the Fogden video. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, Michael Smith, pretty much. Yeah, someday maybe. So, let's go through the lineups now. Let's go to Cardiff Norwich first. Cardiff, very well improved with their transfer business. Let's count the new debuts. Ryan Alsop, debut number 1. Jamilu Collins, debut number 2. Perry Ng, original player. Marlon Romeo, debut number 3. Cedric Kipre, debut number 4. Ryan Rintle, who was there, not in the first half of the last season, but in the second half of the season. Rina Motta, debut number 5. Shea Ojo, he was a Cardiff player, but not last year, so technically debut number 6. Romain Sawyers, debut number 7. Callum O'Dowda, debut number 8. And Max Waters up front. 8 of their 12 new signings are playing in this game. Wow. Okay, that's more than what I expected, to be honest. What's their bench looking like? They've got Anwick, another new signing, with Nelson, Joe Walls, Thomas Sang, Gavin White, and Mark Harris. Oh, and Ollie Tanner as well. Right. Oh, this is when SofaScore gets very, very weird. Right. Hope you can see it. Is my face in the way? Oh, no, it's not, actually. Okay, nice. So, this is Norwich's opening team. They've got Tim Krul in goal. No surprise. Gianni Lewis, Grant Hanley, Ombadmidele. That's going to be a tricky name for me. Max Aarons, Sorensen there. Kenny McLean, Todd Cantwell's there. Josh Sargent is playing with Timu Puki and Milo Rashia. That front three should be up there for the best front three of the Championship. It really should be. That's like their full strength front three from the Prem. So I'm actually a bit excited to see how Norwich play with this. They've got Gunn on the bench, Tomkinson, Onel Hernandez, McCallan, Gibbs, Hugo, and Sinani on the bench. I was a bit surprised Sinani didn't start, but it looks like he's going to have to get a bit of competition to get past Sorensen and Cantwell and McLean. Interesting is all I can say with that. Blackburn QPR, 2 new managers, John Dale Thomason and Michael Beale, head-to-head. What do they have in terms of their squad? So here is Thomason's team with Kaminsky, Pickering, Wharton, Ayala, Britton, a brand new signing starting there. Lewis Travis, John Buckley, Ben Brereton. Oh, if Ben Brereton's playing, maybe that's an indication he could be staying on and he intends to. Ryan Hedges, Sam Gallagher, and Jack Fair up front. That is interesting to say the least. Who have they got on the bench? They've got Pears, Tyre Edun, they've got Sam Barnes, Wharton, Bradley Dack. Tyrese Dolan's on the bench. I expected Dolan to start, actually, but fair enough. That's what Thomason's going for. This is what QPR's team is looking like. They have gone for Dieng in goal, Kai, Dickey, Clark Salter at the back. That's a new signing, Clark Salter, that they've got there. Dozzle, Elias Chair, Sam Field, Johansson, Powell, another new signing that they've got there. Shadipo up front there, I think another new signing there, and also Lyndon Dykes. That's very interesting there. Got Joe Walsh there, Jimmy Dunn, Adoma's not playing. Taylor Richards, I was expecting him to start, and Macaulay Bonne maybe could have got a start as well. But that is the bench that Michael Beale has gone for, and that's the team he's gone for. Very interesting to say this. Shadipo's one I'll be looking out for. Now Rotherham and Swansea. Let's see what Rotherham have got. They've got Johansson there, Grant Hall, a brand new signing from Middlesbrough. Could be a good signing there. Richard Wood with Humphreys as the back three, with Barlaser playing that defensive mid position. Shane Ferguson, Ben Wiles, good player Ben Wiles. Jamie Lindsay, another good player. Wes Harding playing up wide, that's interesting. With Che Ogbin and Connor Washington. Connor Washington probably going to be the most out forward player they've got. They've got Vickers, Cohen Bramall, who I'm going to keep a close eye on. McCart, another new signing there. Scott High, Odafin Kioso, also a brand new signing. And here's Georgie Kelly, one that Rotherham fans are very excited about. This is Swansea's team, who I think will be good this year. We've got Fisher, they've got Nathan Wood-Gordon, Harry Darling playing there, and Carl Norton, 2 new players in the back line there. They've got Sorinola, another new player they've got there, with Matt Grimes, Jay Fulton, and Joel, I'm going to call him. I'll never say his surname, but that's a familiar three players there. And then that front three, oh my God, of Jamie Patterson, Michael Obafemi and Joel Pirro. Up there for the best top three again with Norwich. And what is their bench looking like? They have got Steve Bender there. They've got Manning, Cabango, Nutsham, Cooper, Congreve and Cullen. I've got to say, I think their squad depth has generally improved, which I think is why people are predicting Swansea for a good season. Matt, welcome to the stream. Which team scores first for me? Luton. That's a very interesting prediction. Matt, sorry I didn't say hello. For me, in terms of the first team to score, I'm going to go for... I don't know, actually. You've put me on the spot now. I'm going to go Swansea. I think it's either Swansea or Blackpool. I think one of them will be the first to score. I think Rotherham and Swansea and Blackpool Reading will get the first goals. And potentially Hull Bristol City. I mean, I predicted a 2-2 draw for that. So maybe I should back either one of those two teams. But I'll say Swansea and probably be a little bit boring. Or should I? Nah, Rotherham are actually going to make it tough, aren't they? I'll go Bristol City, actually. Why not? I'll say Bristol City. I predicted a 2-2 draw in this game. So I think it's going to be them. So let's look at the lineups for Hull and both Bristol City. By the way, Matt, good stream with Atletico Madrid and Man United. I was on and off with that stream, but I played football training. So that's why I didn't comment. But I was around for small bits there. Good win for United in the end. A 1-0 win, I believe it was. Hull's team looks like this, and I've got 4 minutes. Right, got to crack on here. Ingram in goal with Jacob Greaves, Figueiredo, brand new signing they've got there. Jones also at the back. Then they've got Alihar, who is back. He was on loan in the second half of last season, but they've got him back permanently there. Regan Slater there. Jean-Michael Sarri, who I'm very excited to see how he performs. Coyle playing a little bit wider there. Ozan Tufan, another new signing there. Estupinian, another new signing for Hull City there. And there is Tyler Smith. In terms of the bench, you've got Robson, Callum Elder, Sean McLaughlin, Doherty, and Coville, Cannon, and Tete. Another new signing, Tete, I believe. Bristol City's team, they look like this with Bentley right there. They've got Atkinson, Naismith and Viner. Oh, they've still got Zach Viner in the team. I wasn't expecting that. But they've got Cal Naismith, brand new signing there in their back line. Could be the difference. Jay De Silva and Mark Sykes, a brand new signing there with Joe Williams and Matty James. Matt will know all about that since he was a Coventry player for a brief moment of time. Alex Scott, I'm predicting to have a really big season. Has been talked about for potentially being one of the young players of the season if he has a good season. Then they've got the front two of Andre Vyman and Chris Martin, which is what we expected. In the bench, you've got Max O'Leary, Tim Close, George Tanner, Kane Wilson, brand new signing from Forest Green, Hanno and Masengo there. On the bench, Naki Wells and Tommy Conray. Here's the Lancashire derby, Wigan Preston. Now, James McLean is starting, and I predicted him to get the first red card of this season. We'll be keeping those stats in mind when we go through the games. Wigan's team looks like this. Ben Amos in goal with Joe Bennett, Curtis Tills, Jack Watmore and Tendai Darikwa. They've got Max Power and Tom Layla there. Max Power I do know a bit about for when he played at Sunderland. James McLean, we all know what he is all about. Will Keane, top goal scorer, one of the top goal scorers at least in League One last year with Callum Lang, who I think will have a big season. And Josh McGuinness, who has had championship experience with Hull City, of course, starts up front. They've gone for Jamie Jones, Jason Kerr, Tom Pearce, Graham Shinney, of course, played at Derby. Asgard there, very, Scandinavian name now. And Humphreys on the bench. Then for Preston, right, I've only got a minute, right, I'm going to be very, very quick now, right. So their team, they've got Woodman, brand new signing with Hughes, Lindsay, Story, so familiar back three, that could be their weak point. Ben Whiteman there, Robbie Brady, brand new signing number 2, with Johnson, Brown and Brad Potts. And then they've got a third new signing, Troy Power with Emil Reese Jacobson. Okay, a strike partnership by the looks of things. Cornell there with Fernandez, another new signing with Bauer, McCann, Ledson and Ched Evans. Right, 3 more teams. I'm going to be really, really quick now. So, Millwall, you've got Bill Kowski, Questwell, new signing, Jake Cooper, Murray Wallace, Scott Malone, Jamie Shackleton, another new signing from Leeds, Billy Mitchell, Ryan Leonard, George Honeyman, another new signing, Tom Bradshaw and Benik Afobe up front. They have got McNamara, Long, Evans, Saville, Zian Fleming, really excited about him, and Tyler Berry on the bench. Stoke, they've gone for Bursick in goal. They've got Colin Taylor, Flint, new signing on the in the starting 11 with Ben Wilmore, Harry Clark, another new signing with Lewis Baker, the new captain, Sam Clucas, Josh Law, another new signing with Timon, Tyus Campbell and Dwight Gale, another new signing. Really excited about Stoke. Bonham with Phil Jagielka, Tom Sparrow, Jordan Thompson, Will Smallbone, a new signing from Southampton, good one, and Gavin Kilkenny, another new signing as well on the bench. Luton and Birmingham, Matt's predicting Luton to score first. What team they got? They've got Horvath in goal. Okay, that's interesting. Osho, Bradley, Potts with Amari Bell, Jordan Clark, Luke Freeman, new signing there. Alan Campbell with James Bree, Elijah Adebayo, and Colton Morris as the strike partnership. Very interesting. Matt Macy on the bench with Tom Lockyer, Lansbury, Pereira, Cornick on the bench. I did not expect that. And Cameron Jerome. Okay, that is very interesting. Now for Birmingham, I did know that Roddy was in goal. There's Roddy in goal with Mark Roberts, Dion Sanderson, who's returned to Birmingham there. Trusty, another new signing from Arsenal. Maxine Colan there with Placheta, new signing from Norwich. Hogan, Bakuna, Woods, Jordan James, and Troy Deeney up front. And finally, Blackpool and Reading. I don't think they've kicked off yet, actually, so I've still got a bit of time. Dan Grimshaw with Thompson, Akita, Reece Williams, brand new signing with Callum Connolly right there. Lewis Fiorini, brand new signing as well with Sonny Carey, Virtual Fick with Jerry Yates, Gary Medine, and Josh Bowler. Very attacking front three, but no Shane Lavery by the looks of things. There he is on the bench with Corbeau. CJ Hamilton's not starting, which is interesting. Kenneth Dougal, Jordan 490, and Stuart Moore. And finally, the final starting 11 I need to look at is Reading's. If you want me to look at League 1 and League 2 at all, do let me know in the comments. I will read comments in a minute. I'll just go for the starting 11s. Joe Lumley, Guinness Walker with McIntyre, Tom Holmes, Yeardom as the captain, Junior Hoylett, Tom Ince, Fornat, brand new signing from Forest, Jeff Hendrick, Ovia Jarrett, and Yaku Mate. They still have their high attacking players, which could be the difference for this Reading team. Right, we're back. We're back to this setup here. What have I missed in comments? Will Schofield last the full season? Ooh, I don't know, actually. I'm going to say no at the moment there. I'm going to say Norwich score first. I don't think there'll be many goals between Cardiff and Norwich. I won't lie. Sonani isn't as good as people think he is. Okay, that's interesting. Clark Salter from Coventry. Well, he did play from Coventry. Yeah, it is that same Clark Salter. He's now a QPR player. Oh, Tom, okay. That's fine. Josh Hart with a classic line there, right when you start the season there. John S says, come on, you mighty Millers. It's nice to see some representatives in the chat today. How old is Pookie? He's got to be late 20s, I think. Or, I mean, I probably would say 27. I guess I could find out very, very quickly if I'm just going to do that now. You've got me intrigued. Let's go and click on Norwich and Timu Pookie. If I can find him. There he is. So, can I player details? Well, yeah, show me player details. He is... okay, so he's 32. Blimey, okay, he is quite old. 32. 1990 he was born. 10 years older than me. Makes me feel quite young, surprisingly. Fair enough. Okay, so I will be keeping my eye on League 1 games as well, and League 2. And when a goal goes in, I'll go to SofaScore and we'll review it together. You have Wigan just staying up, same here. Ozan Tufan starting, HOT7s will be angry if that's possible. He is starting to a Tufan there. COUM will be, come on, you Millers, I think. Huddersfield should sign Tyree Simpson or Andy Carroll. Well, they do need a striker, I'll tell you that. Right, now I'm going to listen. Soccer Saturday are now in full operation now. I'm going to listen carefully to commentaries and I will update you when there's goals. Any comments or questions and stuff, do let me know. I will answer those to the best of my ability. There are 12 of you watching, apparently. Or was it 1-0 Atletico Madrid? Oh, could have been. Oh, I think I may have got it the wrong way around, actually. So, isn't Andy Carroll in a bit of trouble recently? Well, I didn't even know about that there. Honey Garn supporting Bristol City, of course. The only goals I'm seeing so far from the Scottish lower leagues rather than the EFL. So, right now, we don't know what's going on at the moment. Have you seen Cantwell's outrageous hair? No, but I will do very soon. First goal will be Norwich, says Tom. Okay, interesting. Right, so no goals yet in the EFL. It's just from the lower Scottish leagues. I have got my ears out in case there is a goal. So, right now, it is still 0-0 with all of the Championship, League 1 and League 2 teams. I mean, we've predicted which one for the Championship, but if we're talking about the EFL in general, who's going to score first? I'm going to throw a wild card and I'm going to randomly say Tranmere will score the first goal. Right, that is what I'm going to be predicting there. John S is saying first goal to go to Blackburn. I don't know if he's actually the first goal or that's a prediction there. I have got one football on as well, so I'm going to be kept up to date as much as I can. I wonder if he's actually saying the goal, because they're talking about Blackburn now. Could be leading up to a goal, maybe? No, it looks like they're just going to talk about it. All right, okay. Nicholas is saying Luton for the first goal. Yeah, that's what Matt thinks. I've gone for Bristol City for my first championship goal. I think they randomly would score for first goal there. You're just thinking it. Yeah, fair enough. It's good to get your predictions there. I will be keeping my eye on League 1 and League 2 as well. Right, nothing from League 1 at the moment. I don't see... Oh, apparently there is a goal in League 2. I've just found Salford have taken the lead against Mansfield with Callum Hendry getting the goal. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open 3 separate tabs and do one for each league, because that's going to make things so much easier. So let me just quickly do that. And then we should be right up to date with all 3 EFL leagues. Don't know why I didn't do this earlier. Right, because I just wanted to show you that Salford have scored at least definitely first. Well, I was right with it being a League 2 team, just got the wrong one. So, as you can see, Salford have scored first, and it is Callum Hendry. Ooh, wow. James Bree has just crafted a chance for Luton. Just seeing it now. Oh, what a cross. Oh, Sonny Bradley, man. That was not a bad effort. Another goal, this time in League 1. We got the first goal of League 1. Fleetwood predicted to go down by most people, but Fleetwood have taken the lead against newly promoted Port Vale. This is an interesting set of events indeed. Apparently, Forest... Okay, why is Forest Green in it? Oh, that's going to be next week's. Okay, I'm getting confused now. That's why I can't see it, because there they are. Port Vale and Forest Green. I've not seen a goal scorer, but maybe one football could tell me. Let's see who scored. There it is. Who scored? Daniel Batty with the opening goal in League 1 and the opening goal for Fleetwood. We've got another goal in League 2, and it's Crawley. Oh no, we've got another goal here. Well, let's talk about this one first. Stockport County, newly promoted, returning back to the EFL for the first time in over a decade. But they're 1-0 down to Barrow, who narrowly survived last season. That is not good news for them. It is Barrow who scored first. Josh Gordon, apparently the goal scorer. That makes it 1-0 to Barrow. But what I was going to show you is that Carlisle, have scored, not Crawley. Carlisle have scored first against Crawley. And it's Christinian Dennis. Crawley, behind the scenes, have had a pretty tumultuous past couple of months or so with the controversy of their manager. And right now they are behind in this game between Carlisle. Christian Dennis, to repeat, has scored the first goal for Carlisle. And that makes it 1-0 to Carlisle. No goals still in the championship at the moment. We do have a goal, a big goal in League 1. A team that just missed out on getting promoted to the championship. Wycombe Wanderers have taken the lead against Burton Albion. That is a big goal. Probably the biggest goal scored so far out of all of these teams. I am trying to work out who has scored it. It is David Wheeler, classic David Wheeler, who scored. And another huge goal. I just said that was the biggest goal. Scratch that. This is by far a bigger goal. I think Sheffield Wednesday has scored against Portsmouth. That is what One Football is telling me. Marvin Johnson has apparently scored. There we go. The goal's just popped up. Marvin Johnson has just scored for Sheffield Wednesday. They're very strong favourites, Sheffield Wednesday, to get promoted. And there they go. They're showing Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth right now. Ooh, there we go. The season's starting. Nothing from the championship yet, but League 1. Oh, we're getting... It's really loud crowd here. I tell you what, I'm listening to the commentary of that game, and it's really, really noisy. And I tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday need to be a really difficult team to play up against if they want to have a chance of getting promoted. Well, League One and League Two have kind of stolen the highest. There we go! Did I not say Blackpool? Well, I think I changed my mind, but I think Blackpool was one of the first teams I said. Blackpool have scored first in the Championship. Literally just caught it as it flashed up. Right, who has scored? It is not even popped up on OneFootball yet. I have no idea who scored. I'm going to have to do the waiting game to see who scored. But we've got our first goal, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the 3 p.m. kickoffs in the Championship. It has gone to the way of Blackpool. Terrible start for Paul Ince and Reading, who narrowly survived last year. Blackpool, with Michael Appleton, have scored the first goal in the Championship season. And it's Callum Connolly with the opening goal for Blackpool. I need to see details of the goal. Right-footed shot from a difficult angle. So I'm just listening to the commentary there. Right, well, apparently Blackpool have done really well, but Reading have really struggled. They've had to change their squad a little bit and go to a different formation. That's what impression I'm kind of getting from the commentary right now. But sounds a little bit more like that they're giving excuses out for Reading a little bit for me. Well, I mentioned Blackpool would be one of the teams to score first. It's a shame I changed my mind to Bristol City. Rotherham are hanging on, apparently, says John S. Okay, so Swansea apparently doing very, very well so far. Feels like the last match day, apparently, says Coniston there. You're getting needs for SofaScore. That's exactly what I'm doing as well. I'm looking at SofaScore to see who is scoring first. I'm just switching, honestly, between League 1 and League 2, really. Okay, nothing new here. Nothing new here. How about League 2? Anything new? Barrow, Salford. No, nothing's new. Nothing's new at all. Right, we might have a small window to go back into this. Guys, let's go for a like spike right now. If you can, please smash the like button. We're doing all right in terms of likes at the moment. We are on 14 likes. Guys, let's go for 20 likes in the next couple of minutes or so. They're talking about Millwall. Maybe there's a goal. Hang on a minute. We might have to go back to the catcher. It is a goal. We have a goal at the Den. It is Millwall who take the lead against Stoke City. Very, very interesting. It is one of the new signings, Charlie Cresswell, with the goal. A debut goal for the young Leeds player. Charlie will be loving this. Well, both Charlies, Cresswell himself and Charlie Brown, will be loving this too. What a moment for Charlie Cresswell to score a debut goal within the opening 10 minutes of the game. Unbelievable from the lad. Well, there we go then. That's our second goal for Championship, and it's gone for the way of Millwall. Maybe no one has predicted that. Nothing from League 1, and from League 2, nothing at all. Let's go back to this. Where is Charlie? He was here. He's just not here now. I went for 0-0 versus Millwall and Stoke, so you're incorrect. I went for a 1-1 draw, so potentially could work. I was really considering a Millwall win, you know. I think their home form's really good. John S kind of spoiled it a little bit. He went, Mill! Which kind of gave it away that Millwall scored there. So they're talking about Blackburn and QPR right now. I don't think it's a goal though. I think they're just reviewing the progress so far in these games. So at the moment, guys, please do ask questions still. There's still a lot to uncover there. We've got League 1, League 2, all of those teams. It's going to be a very, very interesting stream to go through all of these players here and all of these teams. At the moment, we've got a handful of goals. Only 2 from the Championship at the moment. You've got to remember, we've got 8 Championship games playing today, actually. Wow, right now, we've got a little bit of a gap. We've got a bit of a break. But that won't last very long though, especially when we get another goal in the EFL right now. Apparently Norwich are struggling a bit against Cardiff. Cardiff, I've been hearing, have been better at the moment. But that's the thing. Norwich may not play well, but they can get a goal within them with the quality that they've got within them there. Right, so have you got any more comments? I probably should have done polls, to be honest. Wow. What are you thinking, guys, of the opening 3 p.m. kickoffs at the moment? What are your current reactions? I tell you what, I'm really thirsty right now, but I don't want to leave the stream right now. We've got a really important game coming around. Well, important, like a good couple of minutes. We've got a goal in League 2, by the way. A goal in League 2. 2 recently relegated teams from League 1 playing against each other. And in fact, we've got a second goal as well in League 2 as well. Let's go to League 2. So the first one I'll show you is recently relegated Crewe Alexandra. They have taken the lead against Rochdale, where they had a really disappointing season in League 2 last time. They were recently relegated the season before, and they weren't really good whatsoever, unfortunately. But I don't know who scored it, because they won't tell me who scored it at the moment. But we do have a goal for Crewe Alexandra. But the goal I was going to show you was this one. Wimbledon and Gillingham, 2 recently relegated teams from League 1 back to League 2. Wimbledon, their first relegation in their modern club status. Ethan Chislett with the goal. They've lost a couple of good players, Rudoni being one of those players. But it looks like that they've coped quite well. Crewe, the goal scorer is Daniel Ajayi. And a big goal in League 1. Lincoln play newly promoted Exeter. We have got another goal. Cambridge taking the lead against MK Dons, which is a very, very interesting moment there. Wow, okay. I don't know who scored. Wickham have scored twice. It did turn 1-0, but maybe it was an offside. But this is a goal I wanted to show you about. One of my mates was in University of Exeter and watched quite a fair few Exeter's games. So the goal scorer for Exeter, if I can find it on One Football, because they won't tell me who scored it on here. Sam Nomb with the goal. Giovanni Brown, former Colchester player, with the assist. And a big goal in the Championship. Who expected this? Rotherham have taken the lead against this Swansea City side. Now then, this makes things very interesting right now. So this Rotherham team, definitely the bookies' favourites to get relegated. Swansea, they've been given like the task, to really try and get a really good season. It is 2-0 to Wigan, by the way, and it's Mehmeti with the goal. Sheze Ogbene has scored the goal for Rotherham. So Ogbene, you can see right there. There's the guy with goal scorer, 1 for strikers with Connor Rushington. He has scored the first goal for Rotherham in their Championship season. 1-0 Rotherham. Could they maybe stay in the Championship, and not yo-yo back down? Possession, though, I just saw it on One Football, and I'm going to show you here with possession, if I could get the stats. 80% possession for Swansea. They literally only had 1 shot and 1 goal. They've been clinical, but Swansea looking like that they've got their old habits again, playing with the ball, but defensively slack, and it's going to let them down if they do this again, So, Rotherham punish Swansea despite not having any of the ball. Interesting stuff. So I did say the second goal scorer for Wickham was Mehmeti. So there's Wheeler there and there's Mehmeti right there. He's got the second goal there. No other new goals with League 1 by the looks of things. We've caught up with that. With League 2, have we caught up on it? Salford, Barrow we talked about, Crewe and Carlisle. We've caught up. We have got a very, very small break, I think. We have got a very small break. Ogbene. Oh, is that how you say it? Well, thank you, John, for giving me a helping hand there. Ogbene. Right, I'll remember that. Thank you. How are Rotherham winning? Well, they're taking their chances, and that's how they're winning. Right. I tell you what, they're going to look back at Exeter's goal. That's a really big goal for them. That's the first time they've been promoted to League One in over 10 years. And Exeter have scored. Nombe is Nombe, not Nom, it's Nombe who scores. And Javani Brown with the assist, as I said, a former Colchester player with the assist for that goal. Right, I've just finished my drink, so I'm hoping I'm not going to need another drink before half time. See if I can survive for half time. I might just quickly run and get a drink of water or something. But as of now, we are 20 minutes in, and let's look at the current goals that have been scored from all three EFL teams. EFL leagues, I should say. Let's go to the Championship first. So, the first goal actually came at Bloomfield Road. Blackpool predicted by many people to narrowly survive or go down. Callum Connolly is determined more than ever. 72% to 28%. 4 shots to 2. I tell you what, Blackpool statistically are looking pretty good so far. Luton and Birmingham still 0-0. Looking, I tell you what, it's not looking like a really good game there. Only 1 shot in the opening 20 minutes there. Millwall have scored first against Stoke, which is very interesting there. Once again, not many chances, I've got to be honest, at the moment. I'm just listening ahead because I think they're talking about Blackburn and QPR, nothing there. We've got another goal in League 2. Walsall have managed to take the lead against Hartlepool. So Jeff won't be pleased with that. He is going to do another season of Soccer Saturday, probably his last. But he wouldn't want to see Hartlepool back down to the National League. Barrow have also scored another against Stockport. Stockport with a nightmare start with their return to the EFL right now. 2-0 down, which is not great. So Gordon, the only one with a goal. Maybe, has he scored twice, Gordon, maybe? I've not been able to see the other goal. Maybe, was it an own goal? I don't even know. It must be 2 goals from Gordon there, from what I can see. No, it's Ben Whitfield who has scored the second goal. That makes it 2-0 to Barrow. But the goal I wanted to show actually was Walsall 1, Hartlepool 0. Brandon Comley with the first goal for Walsall. A bit of a peculiar team, Walsall, really. Just kind of meandering in the mid-table position of League 2, unfortunately. But I know both these teams quite well with my championship, or not my championship, my Colchester career mode. If you know, you know. Those 2 teams were my nemesis in terms of my Colchester career mode. Ben Whitfield against his former club, really? Wow, I did not know that. Thank you, Tom, for the insight there. Rotherham are 4th. Take a picture of it quick. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do right now. I'll go through the rest of the goals. Rotherham have scored against Swansea, which we did talk about. Ogbene with the opening goal for Rotherham there. But the stats will tell you that Swansea should be leading. 3 shots to 2, 79% possession. But look at that, 2 shots on target for Rotherham. They've been looking very clinical going forward. And that has been the difference, really. Swansea are really struggling at the moment to crack open this back line at the moment. Right, so Blackburn, QPR, still 0-0. I'm very intrigued about this one. Only 1 shot in this game so far, which has gone to the way of QPR. Cardiff have taken, no one scored for Cardiff or Norwich, but it looked like Cardiff were doing better there. There's an ad break now for Soccer Saturday, so I'm just going to take the headset off because it is quite distracting. And let's now look at the current table. So I'll just zoom out a tiny bit so you can see it. So Rotherham are 2nd place, apparently. Swansea are last for now. Burnley still top right now in Millwall and Blackpool up there. I mean, it's only a couple of goals at the moment. This is going to change. This is most definitely going to change in the next couple of minutes or so. Norwich and Cardiff are kicking off, apparently. Okay, this game, potentially a good one there. Got another goal in League 2, which I'll talk about in a minute. I'll just look at a couple more comments. Out of the relegation zone, says Thunderbull. Well, yeah, he's pleased about that now. We'll see how long it lasts. I mean, yeah, if anything, that's good for you because you only lost by 1 goal against Burnley. Look at it that way. You've only lost by 1 goal. If you lost by multiple goals, you probably would be planted in the relegation zone at the start of the season. Right, we'll go back very briefly to Catcher to see the other goal, which was in League 2, and it is Crew Alexandra, if I'm right in saying, who has scored a 2nd goal against I can't even describe Rochdale right now. They've just look a shadow of the team that they once were, really. Aguirre scored the first goal, and looks like Lachlan Brook has scored the second goal for Crewe. That makes things very, very peculiar and interesting in League 2 right now. How's their table looking? Crewe top, with Barrow top as well, with Walsall, Carlisle, Wimbledon, Salford, and Stockport, with their return to the EFL already looking in the bottom 2 of the table. Not ideal for their opening game in the EFL in over 10 years. With League One's table, Wycombe top, because they're the only team who's scored 2 goals so far. With Sheffield Wednesday, Cambridge, Exeter 4th. I tell you what, they'd love that right now. Fleetwood, Bolton there, Barnsley there. Interesting. Burton, Lincoln, Port Vale, MK Dons. That is very interesting. I'll tell you one team I need to look at. I really want to, not Forest Green Ipswich. I want to look at the other game that Ipswich are playing, which is Bolton, which is still 0-0. So if I was at this game, it would be 0-0 by this time. Let's look at the teams. Bolton with 2 shots to 0. Ipswich have had 0 shots. Great. 0 shots on target. Looks to be a very entertaining game at the moment. Lineups. You've got Walton in goal. Edmondson, Wolverton, Donasian, Burns, Morsey, Evans, Leif Davis, a brand new signing very recently from Bournemouth. Harness, Chaplin, and Ladapo. Wow. And then Bolton, their team's looking like with Trafford, Johnston, Santos, Gethin Jones, Morley, Jordan Williams, Kieran Lee, Afolayan, Dion Charles, great player, and Connor Bradley. That is what is going on there at the moment. But we're looking at the championship. By the way, guys, if you've not liked the stream, please smash that like button. It really does help the growth of my YouTube channel when you do that. We are on 25 likes. Thank you guys for the support. Please, let's try and get to 30 likes before half time, which is 20 minutes away. We can easily get that. So please do smash the like button. It really does help. Also, please hit the subscribe button, because as you can see, we're 1,250, great achievement. But if we get to 2,000, I'm going to shave my beard. So if you've not hit the subscribe button, it really does help as well. Liking, subscribing really helps. Sharing really helps. You can even donate to the channel as well, because we've got 1,000 subs as well. You don't have to as well, but it is a very nice token, and all donations go to funding stuff for the channel. So you'd be making a really big help to the channel if you did get involved in that. Apparently there's another goal with Walsall against Hartlepool. They're 2-0 up now. Danny Johnson. Jeff not looking happy there, which I'm not too surprised about. But yeah, Walsall and Hartlepool were my 2 nemesis teams in my first season in my Colchester career mode. And Walsall getting the better of them. As I say, Danny Johnson with the opening goal. Let's now take a bit of a break. Right, they're going to Portman Road. Right, first time we're going to see Portman Road. John saying a penalty, Bolton. Oh, and no spoilers there, because I know what's happened. They may have scored it. Aaron Morley scores the pen for Bolton. I tell you what, when I've been in office and I talked about Ipswich, all the people that are Ipswich supporters, because most of my, pretty much everyone in my work are Ipswich Town supporters, they're just so depressed of Ipswich in general. They are hyped up and then they don't perform. And this is already early signs of that. Morley scoring from the spot past Christian Walton to make it 1-0 to Bolton. An ideal start for them. Ipswich need to really, really dig deep now, because now they're 21st in the table. Not the ideal start that they wanted. Another goal for Salford against Mansfield. Salford having a terrific start so far. And I've just seen that Northampton have scored against Colchester. I will see that in a minute. Brandon Thomas Asante with the goal for Salford. For Northampton, they were the team that narrowly missed out getting promoted. Heartbreaking the way that they missed out on promotion in the end. And of course, Colchester had to get them first within the season. I don't know who scored though. It doesn't look like it's going to tell me. There's Danny Hilton. You'll know who he is. Obviously, did play his part in Luton Town. Who has scored for Northampton? I probably should be able to know. Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can find out who scored. I got a spot on my list. I got a spot on my lip right now, which is really making me uncomfortable. Hang on a minute. So it's saying Manchester United beat Atletico Madrid 1-0. I don't know why it's saying that Atletico Madrid won. That's very confusing. Maybe they've had 2 games. Right, hang on a minute. I can't find League 2. Who scored? Sam Hoskins. Danny Hilton with the assist. Did I not say he'd be involved? There he is. It just popped up on Soccer Saturday. Sam Hoskins scores for Northampton. Not an ideal start for Colchester. In fact, all the teams in around my local area have not done well so far leading to this season. Very much right now, many of the teams are really struggling right now. I don't think we've missed any goals. Only 3 goals in the Championship, and they've all gone to home teams, which is very interesting there. Fogden would be happy, apparently. Bolton Wanderers are going up, says Rexy. 1-0 Northampton, yeah, I saw Tom. Two first choice relegated teams scored first, Fleetwood and Rotherham. Yeah, no, that's right. No, yeah, that's true. Trying to prove everyone wrong by the looks of things. And first game, they can do that. Rotherham did win their opening game last time they were in the Championship against Wycombe Wanderers. I remember it very, very well there. But we are going to keep an update of all things. I'm just always constantly looking at OneFootball to see if there's any goals right now. It's also worth going on here as well. Let's go to League 1 at the moment. Oh, excuse me, I've got hiccups right now. Oh, we've got to go. Oh, really? Okay. Cheltenham have taken the lead against Peterborough. No. Oh, really? Right, okay, well, I can't... My headphones have just run out of charge. Right, hang on a minute. I can fix this. So, keep going, guys. I'm just going to charge my headphones. I can't have the audio for Soccer Saturday playing because they would have me down for copyright. So, I've had to quickly mute my TV just so I don't get done. Apparently, Frankie Kent has scored an own goal. That is how Cheltenham have scored their opening goal. Very unlucky. I'm going to have a soft spot for Frankie Kent. He was a former Colchester player. Not an ideal start for Peterborough and Grant McCann at all. They will be one of the favourites to get into the top 6 or go up maybe. But right now, Cheltenham are definitely teaching them a lesson. Port Vale have equalised against Fleetwood. I don't know who scored the goal, but I will find out within 2 seconds. If I could just find League 1. Hang on a minute. It has updated. Nathan Smith with the goal. Connor Hall with the assist. And there's another League 1 goal. And Wycombe are simply running riot. They are 3-0 up against Burton. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank struggling now with Burton. But it is 3 goals. Josh Scarron now with the 3rd goal for Wycombe. This could be 5 or 6-0. Wow. So let's go back to here. Maybe with a small break potentially. I'm going to constantly keep switching between leagues. Oh, goal! We've got 2 goals in quick succession from 2 Championship games. Let's go to Ewood Park first and show you the first goal. It has gone to the way of Blackburn Rovers. They have scored the first goal. Looking at the attack momentum, looks like it was QPR having most of the attack momentum, but it is Blackburn who has scored the first goal there. They've not actually told me who has scored yet. Will they tell me in the lineups? No, I don't know who scored. But the other goal is Bristol City. Andres Weimann scores the first goal in Bristol City's season. I did say Bristol City would score first, within 2 games. And the goal scorer for Blackburn, I've just found out who it was. It's Lewis Travis, who I said was a very interesting choice. And Lewis Travis, I've got to say, fair play. He has done well to get the opening goal in this game. Again, it didn't look like that it was having a lot going on there. But now Blackburn have started to take over this game a tiny bit because it was only 1 shot to QPR last time I checked. Blackburn have now started to get a bit of control and now they've been rewarded with a goal. Right, so right now the only games without a goal are Luton Birmingham, still 0-0. Wigan Preston, that's still 0-0. And also Cardiff Norwich. Now, with those 2 games, I predicted 2-1 scorelines. Cardiff Norwich, I edged Norwich for a 1-0 win. So, right now, I think Cardiff and Norwich especially is looking probably in the more likely score I could get right. unless Luton and Birmingham, one of them start attacking each other there with chances there. By the looks of things, yeah, it looks like it's spruced up a little bit. 3 shots to 2, 1 shot on target each there. With Wigan, Preston, I've not looked at the stats for this game. Bloody hell, 6 shots and 4 to Preston. Only 1 on target though from both teams though. So looking like that both teams are looking a bit wasteful at the moment. To go through the goals, Callum Connolly scored the first goal in the Championship for Blackpool. Then we had our second goal coming in the form of Rotherham. It's Ogbenye, I think that's how you say his name, with the goal scorer there. Yes, Ogbenye with the goal. And then we had the third goal go in, which was Millwall between them and Stoke. It is new signing Charlie Cresswell, who has scored for Millwall. And then for the fourth goal, we had Blackburn with Lewis Travis. And then we had Andres Weimann score for Bristol City. That is your 6 goals that have happened in the Championship so far. Another goal in League 2. And it's terrible, terrible news for Stockport because they're getting beaten and ripped apart by Barrow. They are now 3-0 up. Billy Walters is the goal scorer for Barrow right now. Stockport, this is not the ideal start to their season. This is a goal I've not noticed. Sutton have taken the lead against Newport. Looking like that they're starting the season where they left off from last year with a goal here. This must have been just very recent because I have no idea who has scored. I'm going to try and find who has scored for Sutton before Soccer Saturday do. I've got to tend to have a good track record with that. It is Omar Bugiel who has scored, or Bugiel. Well, it's Omar who has scored for Sutton to make it 1-0 to Sutton. No other goals in the Championship by the looks of things. Let's go back to here and we can start talking about some comments. Port Stockport, says Rexy. I know, I feel for them. Apparently 2-1 Port Vale against Fleetwood. Okay, hang on a minute. That's a big moment there because Port Vale would have done our first half comeback. We have a goal as well at the Wham Stadium. I don't know why I said it like that. I tried to do it like a George Michael voice. I don't know what that was. That wasn't George Michael. If he's turning in his grave, I really apologise. Anyway, comedy's not for me. Basically, Charlton have taken the lead against Accrington Stanley, so they won't be happy with the events there. 5-4. Okay, blimey, okay. The goal scorer for Charlton was Scott Fraser to make it 1-0 to the Addicts. Then here's this Port Vale 2-1, their comeback there. Connor Hall with the second goal, with Ojo getting the assist. So you guys have been just as vital as anyone to update me with scorelines right now. I didn't even notice that one. But as of now, no other goals in the Championship. With League 1, I don't believe there's any more goals from there. I think we are up to date there. Oh, Plymouth and Barnsley still 0-0. Okay, interesting. And Derby and Oxford still 0-0. And then we've got a lot of goals in League 2, I'll tell you that. They've definitely been the biggest goal scorers so far. And yeah, we're up to date with our goals. Let's go back to here and have a very tiny break. Stockport and Burton are being woeful right now, says Tom. Yeah, both conceded 3 goals. Cardiff scored, but it was offside. Charlton took the lead against Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. It's Billy Water from Halifax, says Tom. Yeah, it was Accrington Stanley who scored. They're just talking about Charlton's goal now. Yeah, Rexy's just playing on the joke of Accrington Stanley. I see that there. Honeygun's happy about Andres Weimann scoring the first goal for Bristol City. Guys, we've got 22 of us watching here. If you've not hit the like button yet, please do hit the like button. It really does help the growth of this channel. We're on 29 likes. 1 like away from 30 likes, which is our target. Only one of you 21 beautiful people need to hit the like button. We have got an equalising goal in the New York Stadium, which I'll talk about in a minute. Please do like the stream. We have recently just hit 1,250. We have gained a sub. We're on 1,251 subs now. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Now, here's the goal I'm talking about. There's an equalising goal at New York Stadium. Swansea have equalised. And it's new signing Harry Darling, who has scored the first goal for Swansea this season. Does look like with the attack momentum, it's been a little bit close, but definitely right now, Swansea's starting to turn the screw now. We have got a second goal, and Peterborough are now 2-0 down against this Cheltenham team. They are really struggling. Alfie May, who was heavily linked for a top League One club or a Championship club, has scored today against this Peterborough team. Peterborough really in the mud right now. They are not doing well as of now based on the scoreline here. But we have the first game where we've got two teams scoring against each other, Rotherham and Swansea. It is now 1-1. I've got this score wrong because I predicted a clean sheet for Swansea. Maybe I shouldn't have predicted a clean sheet for Swansea in hindsight. But I could still get a little bit of pride if Swansea do win, because I did predict a Swansea win. Ian Matson scored the first championship goal. Yes, he did score the first championship goal indeed. That was a great moment. I really, if you saw my stream, I really celebrated it as well. Right, another goal in League 2 with Sutton and Newport. We have an equalising goal. Newport have equalised against Sutton. Omar Bogle, which we know quite well, has just scored the equalising goal for Newport. That makes it 1-1 with that game. Have I missed any comments so far? 34 likes. If that's the case, thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. We could have another goal at Portman Road. I think I got a notification. We do have a goal at Portman Road. Oh, I'm so gutted. I've missed the first Ipswich goal this season. But, unfortunately, bloody train strikes. That's all I can say. Lee Evans has scored the first goal for Ipswich this season. So, from being behind to a Morley penalty, 13 minutes later, we have taken... Well, I'm not going to say we. Not yet. Ipswich have now equalised. I'm not fully an Ipswich fan yet. Don't clip that and say, oh, I'm now being converted to an Ipswich Town supporter. Not yet. I need to experience a couple of games. Right, we have had a couple of moments in League 2. I did predict that Tranmere would score the first goal. Well, that was an awful prediction because now they're losing to Stevenage. Jake Reeves with the goal. There was a red card, but not in the EFL. Hamilton has got a team... Well, it's Sean Want from Hamilton who's got the first red card. Are Hamilton back in the Scottish Premiership, or are they still in the second tier of Scottish football? Because they were relegated 2 seasons ago, I know. So someone's gonna have to update me on that because I've not looked at my Scottish football at the moment. Ethan says we are dreadful. Are you a Peterborough supporter? I can't quite tell from your logo right now. Time to change the light goal. Well, I will then. Okay. If you guys are going to test me today, let's go for 4. Let's go 40. We'll go by increments of 10. They are still in the second tier. Thank you, Nicholas, for that. Oh, Stoke City. Oh, really? So, has Mill really dominated you then? Because I knew Cresswell scored the first goal. Oh, that's not encouraging if, if we're getting views like that right now. If they're not going to be great from first game onwards, because Stoke, on the whole, tend to start the season quite well. If they're going to have a really bad start, Michael O'Neill could be under a lot of pressure right now. Go 50. I'm not going to go 50 yet. I'm going to be a bit realistic with my goals so far. Why are you planning on being an Ipswich fan? Well, my 9 to 5 work is based in Ipswich, and where I work is literally 2 minutes from Portman Road. So I'm spending a lot more time in Ipswich than anywhere right now. And it's just where I work. And when Ipswich play Colchester, I'm going to go to that game straight after work. So it's going to feel, I'm going to have to feel like a responsibility, for the fact that Portman Road is literally right around the corner to where I work. I have to go. I have to go to it and experience the games, really. All right, apparently 1-0 to Dundee in the Scottish Premiership. Thank you, Tom, for updating that, because I've actually not looked at the Scottish Premier League. There's another goal in League 2 right now. We're going all the way to Yorkshire with this goal, and it is in the form of Harrogate Town. They've scored their first goal of the season. No, oh, okay, Colchester have equalised. Okay, then. Let's see this Harrogate goal first. Alex Patterson apparently scored in the 43rd minute. Okay, Colchester, don't get me started. Okay, they've scored their first goal this season, so Ipswich just equalised, and now Colchester have now just equalised in their game as well. Okay then, Colchester, this is interesting stuff. Who on earth has scored for Colchester? I'll tell you now. It's a Freddie Sears penalty. That is very Colchester, to be fair. Okay, a Freddie Sears penalty. That's what our opening goal is. I don't know why they've changed that. It's definitely 1. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. What? Have they just... No, it is 1-1. What are they doing? They're trying to play with me right now. This is what I don't like about SofaScore. They try and play with your emotions. There they go. It's now confirmed on Soccer Saturday that Sears has scored his pen. Right, so as I said, we've only got 7 goals actually in the Championship so far. Where you've got 1 for Blackpool, who scored the first goal this season with Cannon Connolly. Then we have Millwall and Stoke. Millwall scoring the first goal. Cresswell scoring on his debut. Bristol City take the lead against Hull with an Andres Weimann goal. Rotherham and Swansea drawing 1-1. Rotherham taking the lead with Ogbenye with the goal. But Harry Darling scoring on his debut. And it looks like right there, Swansea are ending the half strong. Blackburn leading against QPR with Lewis Travis getting the goal in that game. Oh yeah, I forgot Kilmarnock are back in the Scottish Prem. Well, Dundee have taken the lead against them right now. We have a goal in League One involving Plymouth and Barnsley, 2 teams that will be up there, I think. It is Plymouth who've taken the lead. I tell you what, the recently relegated sides from the Championship are struggling. Peterborough losing 2-0 to Cheltenham, and now Barnsley losing 1-0 to Plymouth. It is Finn Azaz who scores for Plymouth right now. And right now, Derby are not even winning their game. They are drawing 0-0 with Oxford right now. It's not been a good showing for the recently relegated teams from the Championship right now. It could take them time to compete with that league. I do think the gulf between the Championship and League One is not very big, but I do think it does get bigger compared to the Championship and the Premier League. Barnsley and Peterborough in the mud, says Tom there. I'll think about mods in another stage, to be honest there. I'm actually okay with Ipswich, great club, says Coniston. They are a club with great history, so I can back that, to be honest. And also, basically, all of my employers are going to follow Ipswich Town. That's all they talk about. You know, that's one thing I've actually quite liked about my new job. They do talk about football. I'm like, at least it's not boring, you know. They do talk about football. Like, for instance, they were talking about Leeds United surviving the Premier League, and they were just talking about Brentford going down to 10 men, and they didn't remember. Then you had to get the autistic kid to say, he got sent off because he took his shirt off. So, yeah, that's what happened there. So, we're now going to start getting the half times. Right, it looks like Cardiff and Norwich have gone half time with a 0-0 scoreline at the moment. Blackburn QPR looks like that's going to be 0-0 at the 1-0 at half time. Here they go. All the half time scorelines are coming in now. Millwall and Stoke are also half time for 1-0 as well. Mizu, welcome to the stream. He says, how am I doing? Sunderland fan. We just got Ellis Sims on the season-long loan. Apparently Ross Stewart new contract and Broadhead close to being announced. Wow. Yeah, well, you used to have Power with Max Power, but he's now an Ipswich player, actually. But in hindsight, I've got to say, Sunderland have actually got an expectation that they want to actually attack the Championship, which I will dare say, just be a bit careful what you wish for. Last time you were in the Championship, it wasn't a fun season, and they did expect to have really high expectations. But right now, it does feel quite optimistic with the manager and the squad they've got. And yeah, Ellis Sims, I believe he was involved with Blackpool quite a bit. I definitely know that. So Ellis Sims will be a very interesting one there. Oh, wow. Apparently Preston nearly scored just before half-time. A brilliant save, I think, by Amos in goal. Emil Rees-Jacobson from about 5 yards out. I've just seen it. And Amos with, all I can say is a fantastic save from the young lad in goal. Fantastic conclusion to the first half in this game. Because it's currently 0-0 between Wigan and Preston right now, which I predicted a Preston 2-1 away win. It feels better now you've got Alex Neil and not Simon Grayson. Yeah, true. Yeah, I do think. XYC says a bit cagey between us and Oxford. I do think Derby are going to be pretty conservative the way they play first, so I'm not surprised about that. Noah, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So they're talking about Hull and Bristol City. I don't know why. Maybe a moment there that happened. I don't have my headphones because they run out of charge about 10 minutes ago. So what I'm going to do, actually, when it's all half-time with all of the teams, I'm going to set a poll. I'm going to quickly go downstairs and get a drink of water because I am absolutely thirsty right now. I really need a drink because I've just been talking for an hour straight. And then we'll just do a live Q&A, I guess. That's the best that we can do. And then we can react to all of the stats so far. Noah is looking like he's a Norwich supporter. I have to take a train to Norwich to get to Ipswich every day now. You know, on the Greater Anglia Service is what I take to get to Ipswich. Norwich is only 3 stops away from Ipswich. So you arrive at Ipswich, but then if I stayed on the train, I have to go past Stowmarket, Diss, and then it's Norwich. So you know, I actually go to the train that goes from Chelmsford to Norwich every day now. But I actually have to stop when it goes to Ipswich, otherwise I wouldn't be working. Currently got a bet going on well until Peterborough. Oh, great. Well, you never should really bet on the recently relegated or promoted teams. They're the most unpredictable ones, I'd say. I'd go for a team, well, like, a game with 2 teams that were already established in the Championship. Norwich is further north. Well, yeah, but not that north. You know, if you imagine Chelmsford being there and Norwich kind of being like right there. So where my right hand is Chelmsford and Norwich is a little bit more up there. You got to go basically. Excuse me, why have I got hiccups? You basically got to go northeast to get to there. Right. Okay. So I think the half times are coming in now. Oh, we've got a red card in League 2. And it was a recognisable name as well. Lee Tomlin, sent off for Doncaster Rovers. So the first red card of the EFL has come to a League 2 team. I only just remembered. Yeah, Bradford are playing Doncaster. Now that's interesting because Bradford will have their first full season with Mark Hughes, of course. And Doncaster recently relegated as well. But Lee Tomlin sent off. That's not good news for Doncaster Rovers fans. They definitely would have wanted to have a good start. I think they're all half-time. Right, the Championship is all at half-time. So, guys, whilst I'm going to go away and get a drink of water, I would really like you guys to go for a like spike right now. How are we doing with likes at the moment? I will read all comments as well. We are on 37. So, guys, we are on 3 away from 40. So guys, can we get to 40 likes by the time I return back to my seat whilst I fill up my water bottle? I'm also going to plug my channel as well in terms of subs right now. We are on 1,250. Oh my bloody hell, 1,256. Oh my gosh, all right. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys. Brilliant stuff. Cheers. That's all I can say. Thank you for the support today. Could we maybe go for 1,260 as a target? 10 subs in the stream would be fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that really does help the growth of this channel as well. You can even donate as well because I do have monetization on, but it's something you don't have to do. It is something extra that really, you know, is something that you can do if you really want to support the channel. And the funds there go towards funding towards the channel. But anyway, that's my plugging down. Before I do get a drink of water, I'm going to give you guys a small activity just to make sure that you guys have got something to do whilst I'm away. And already we're on 39 likes. Right, we might actually hit the goal before I go away. I'm going to say which of these teams will score next. And basically, I'm going to involve the 2 games with a 0-0 at the moment, and which of his teams will more likely score next. That's what I'm going to say. Right, this is going to be a poll. So I think you can only do 3 options maybe. So I'm going to go Cardiff, Norwich, because those are the only 4 teams who have not scored so far. Wigan and Preston. Right, I can do 4. Nice. So guys, this is the poll and your question right now. I think we're on 39 likes still. So guys, whilst I'm away to gain a drink of water, this is the poll. Please do vote. Which of these teams will most likely score next? Cardiff, Norwich, Wigan and Preston. I'm just going to mute my mic as I go downstairs to get a drink of water. It'll probably take about a minute or so. But guys, continue to chat and I'll catch up on comments when I'm back. So I'll see you guys in about 1 or 2 minutes. So see you guys in a minute, guys. Back, ladies and gentlemen, got a drink, and this should last me the rest of the stream. Should being the key word there. Have we hit our target of 40 likes? That was our target. And we more than done that. We've gone 40 likes. Right, okay. You guys are taking it seriously today. I like it. I really love it. You guys are going for all the stats today. Let's go for our final target. 50 likes. That is our target for the stream now. So, if you've not smashed the like button, please do so because it really helps. Interjection, sorry. It really does help the growth of this channel. I really appreciate the support. 10 of you have voted in the poll so far. If you've not voted in the poll, please do so. It really, really does help that there. Right. Okay, I'm just hoping the comments are still a bit appropriate there. Right, okay, hang on a minute. So, I'm really wanting Sunderland and Newcastle in the cup. Great to see how Alex Neil will manage a game like that. He's got an excellent record in his playoffs. Yeah, no, I genuinely think that Sunderland have made a masterstroke getting Alex Neil in. And just so that you know, I will be streaming Sunderland Coventry tomorrow. I will be streaming it. So I'm really excited. You know what? Out of all the games, I did say that I was going to be excited for Watford Sheffield United the most. Now that I think about it, I am most intrigued to see how Sunderland are going to play back in the Championship. But also, are Coventry going to be as good as they were last year too? So that game, I think, is going to be a really great game. And I'm really, really excited to see the outcome for this match. I love it. Apparently, Rovers goal versus Bangor QPR was a banger. Did you see it by any chance? Didn't see it, but I did hear about it, that it was a really, really good goal. I will see it eventually there. Hang on a minute. I'm getting a glass of water as well. Right, nice. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one, you know. Are you okay, Gats? Are you going to go? There he is. Look at him. Starman of the show. Oh, don't leave. No, how could you do this to me? I'm sad now. I'm really sad. How could you do this to me? I was really quiet today, and you've decided to leave me like that. Ah, what's going on? Oh. He's not left my bedroom, actually, bizarrely enough. Normally he goes straight out. He went straight out when I shouted for Ian Matson yesterday. But he looks like he's just sitting there. What are you doing? If you're going to leave, leave. Are you just going to sit there? He's just going to sit there, isn't he? Just deal with it. Ah, but I can't. He's my best friend. He's actually my best friend right now. Because I'm looking after 2 cats. I'm home alone for about 2.5 weeks. And by the way, I am over the age to be left on alone. You know, some people say I look 15, 16. I am actually 22 this year, which makes me vomit. But it's the first time I'm doing chores and the first time I'm looking after these 2 devils, really, by myself. So that's been interesting and all with my full-time work as well. So that makes things very, very interesting as well. Constance says he has a cat as well. Okay, there you go. He's leaving now. Oh, the cheek on that. He's actually opened the door himself as well. I shut the door to stop him going out, but he's actually full on grabbed the side and has opened it himself. What? I'm not going to say it. Right, okay. Enough of that. That's me with my small ounce of comedy not landing very well with you guys. Right, we're still on 40 likes. 10 likes away from 50 likes, by the way. Please smash that like button if you're not done so. 13 of you have voted in the polls so far. If you've not voted, please do so. I'll give it till probably 25 votes, and then we'll probably end the poll from there. Ethan, don't make me remove you. So Ethan 4, I was in my 30s. Ugh, dearie me now. We're about to kick back off. So we should kick off in the next 5 minutes. Although, to be fair, it is 15 minutes after 3:45. So, I mean, that's including stoppage time as well. So, yeah, maybe next 3, 4, 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't get over that. That's outrageous, Ethan. That's absolutely outrageous. Vote in the poll if you've not done so, guys. It really is. Just to let you know, Cardiff are currently winning at the moment. And I tell you what, Preston and Wigan combined have only got 16% of the votes. It looks like a lot of you are saying that Wigan and Preston is going to be a 0-0 draw. There's a lot of pigs going on in the chat. I don't know why. Rexy's got something going on. Right, okay. I'll just ignore that then. It's because you seem like a very mature guy for 21 years old. Oh, alright, well, you've kind of won it back by saying mature. Really? Alright, fair enough. Right. You're going back to watching Derby or join back EUF full time or if we score. Okay, no, fair enough. XYZ, that's absolutely fine. Right. What I'll do this time, I'm going to see if my headphones are going to work now. They should have some decent charge now. So I should be able to hear Soccer Saturday on my headset now. Right, okay, let's pair these headphones with the TV. Clever stuff, these. I mean, my TV that I originally had, which is my turned into my monitor now, it's right there, by the way. It didn't have, it wasn't Bluetooth compatible, so that was a blow. But this new TV I've got is, so it makes things so much easier to do recordings and stuff like that, and just even commentating on games as well. I used my headphones pretty consistently last night as well with Burnley and Huddersfield. It helped me identify who players were. And I've got to say, the audio is looking a lot nicer as well. Maybe because it had low batteries, because it was very crackly, the audio, but now it's looking like it's recovered now. Right, technical problems has been fixed with the headset. We are more than ready to start. So apparently there's 18 of you and there's only 14 votes in the poll. Guys, if you're not voted in the poll, please do so. It's basically which team will score first or score next out of the 4 teams who have not scored a goal yet. So Cardiff, Norwich, Wigan and Preston are the only 4 teams in the Championship Coupe who are kicking off at 3 o'clock who have not scored yet. We are apparently on 41 likes right now. So we're 9 likes away from 50 subs. 50 subs, 50 likes, sorry. So guys, please do so if you've not done so. Apparently we have gained a sub, 1,257. Thank you guys so much for that. That really does help the growth of this channel. We are 3 subs away, guys, from 1,260, which will be a great achievement. Just to remind any of you, if we get to 2,000 subs, I shave my beard. So maybe even calling me 30 will change when I get rid of this thing on my face. So to make it happen, 2,000 subs, we are a quarter of away from 1,000 to 2,000 already. So you guys know what to do. If you've not subscribed, please do so. And if you have, but you really want it to happen, the best way to do it is to share and tell everyone you know that I am streaming Championship football, I guess. All right. So very quickly, we'll just review stats. Blackpool Reading, look at this, 62 to 38 possession, 7 shots to 6, quite close actually, 3 shots to 1. Reading only having 1 shot on target with that attacking prowess and only having 1 shot on target. It's very bad for them. 5 corners to 3, 1 offside there, 6 fouls to 4. 1 big chance missed for Reading apparently. Ooh, and 2 counter-attacks. Okay, that's interesting. So Reading playing on the counter-attack against a Blackpool team. Didn't expect that tactics, to be honest, from Reading there. Luton Birmingham still 0-0, 51% to 49% there, 5 shots to 3. Birmingham have had more shots on target. Now then, in the previous couple of games when they've beaten them, they've not had many shots, but they've been very clinical. A bit like what Rotherham have been. But they've not been clinical so far, but they have had more shots on goal than Luton have had. 2 shots off target there, 2 block shots there, 6 corner kicks there. Right, the games are starting to get kicked off now, as you can see. Millwall and Stoke, statistically, Stoke having more of the ball. Oh my god, look at that. Ethan wasn't joking. 7 shots to 1. Oh my god, alright. 1 shot on target each, however, but Mill have scored with that 1 shot and Stoke have not, and that's the big difference here. 4 block shots to 0, 2 block shots there, 3 corners to 0, 7 fouls, oh dear. Doesn't look good so far. 0 shots inside the box for Stoke as well. Really struggling, and 6 for Millwall. Wigan and Preston, does it look like it's going to be nil up? Well, I tell you that, well, it's 0-0, but look at this. 18 shots between them, but only 2 shots on target each. That looks like to be their problem. Both have not been very clinical in this game so far. 4 shots on target there and 4 block shots there. So Preston may be slightly edging it, but Wigan definitely holding their own is what I can say. Out of the newly promoted teams so far, maybe them and Rotherham have been the two that really hold out well at the moment. I mean, it's only those 2 newly promoted teams playing at the moment because obviously Sunderland are playing tomorrow. For Bristol City to take the lead, looks like, however, more of the ball and twice as many shots. But as you can see, 3 shots on target to 4, looking much better when they're going forward, and only 1 shot on target for Hull. So Hull being very wasteful with their chances by the looks of things there. 5 corner kicks to 0. Hull looking like they're playing some good stuff, but they're just not finding the target, and that's been a big issue here. Rotherham and Swansea, statistically, 75% to 25% there. Swansea looking like that they just edged it now, really. We have a goal! And well, let's end the poll right now. Let's actually end this poll right now. I'm just going to quickly go back to this. I'm going to end the poll. So, 40% of you, which was the most votes, said that Cardiff will score first out of the teams that are still 0-0. And 40% of you are correct. It is Cardiff who scored. And by the sounds of it, it looks like they've deserved it. Romain Sawyer's brand new signing is the one who has scored for Cardiff. Gotta say, Norwich have had a good spell there, but it's not even like a really big attacking momentum spike here. It looks like Norwich have been quite poor in this game. But I do say Norwich don't start the season well. And I've got to say, I've already got Cardiff and Norwich wrong there because I predicted 1-0 Norwich rather than 1-0 Cardiff. If it does end 1-0 Cardiff, I am going to kick myself because I do know that Norwich don't tend to start the season well. But it's one of those things. I had faith in Norwich, and they're not letting me. They're laying me down at the moment. Final team to go over stats is Blackburn QPR, 54% to 46%. 5 shots to 2 by the looks of things. 3 shots on target to 0. Ooh, 0 shots on target for QPR, not great. 2 shots off target, 2 block shots, 3 corner kicks to 0. Apparently QPR hitting the woodwork, so a close opportunity in that front there. But that's pretty much, by the looks of this, the closest they've gone to scoring. So that is what is going on there. Apparently no other team in League 1 and League 2 has scored either. So Cardiff has scored the first goal in the second half, and it is against recently relegated Norwich. Of course, Burnley, who were recently relegated from the Prem, managed to win the opening game against Huddersfield. Norwich at the moment not doing that. They're losing to what sounds like a very rejuvenated Cardiff team. Another goal, Cove Rangers 2-0 up against Wraith Rovers there. 41 likes. Let's get to 50, says Blue Terrier. Thank you for the support there. Bristol City game could get 3 points off that fairly even game. Yeah, I tell you what, it's very even. Because what I will say, Hull have created more, but Bristol City have looked really clinical. And I think that's 2 very interesting parts of the game that they naturally cancel each other out very, very well. Another prediction wrong, says Rexy. I'll say it, so don't worry, it's fine. 6 wrong predictions, says Tom at the moment. I could get Millwall Stoke right. I could get Wigan Preston right still, but it doesn't look likely. I could get Blackburn QPR right if QPR equalise. Anyone else I can get? I don't know. I can't remember on the top of my mind right now. I can't think right now. I'm just so flustered and so excited about the goals going in at the moment. Right, I remember I was the most inconsistent person to predict these last year. 3 match days, we had no points. But you weren't the only one. A lot of people did the same as well. You know, there's no reason to bash yourself for it. It's tricky making predictions. Right, we've got 2 goals from League 1 apparently, from the comments there. So let's investigate right now. So, anything happening there? Doesn't look like it. God, Derby is still 0-0 between them and Oxford there. Actually, no. Well, if Tranmere have equalised, because I've just seen that, that's going to be in League 2. Tranmere, let's actually get to the right league this time. So, let's find Tranmere. There they are. Tranmere's goal scorer is Kane Hemmings. He's the one who scored the goal there. But apparently we do have a goal in League 1. And there we go. It's just appeared on the screen right now. So, Sheffield Wednesday, you know, liking the fact that they were taking an early goal. But Portsmouth have now equalised with Danny Cowley's team. It is Connor Oglive who has managed to score the equalising goal for Portsmouth. This was the last game of the season last year, and Sheffield Wednesday smashed this Portsmouth team. But right now, it's looking like a really close game, 1-1 here. We've got an equalising goal again in League One. Lincoln equalised against Exeter. Tom Hopper with the goal. Oh, and just as it's happened, Sheffield Wednesday immediately get another goal. They've restored their 2-1 lead. Wow, 2 quick goals in Hillsborough. Who has scored the second one for Sheffield Wednesday? I should probably listen to it. Who has scored? It is Dele Bashiru who has scored. So the brother of Tom Dele Bashiru, he has scored for Sheffield Wednesday. Wow, we're getting some goals now. We're really getting some goals. I'm really... yes, this is what we wanted to see. The quick turnarounds. Right, I did say Harrogate to score a second. Hang on a minute. Really sorry about that. Hang on a minute. Let's see this second goal for Harrogate. Let's look at this. So Harrogate 2, Swindon 0, and the goal scorer is Matty Daly. Sorry, it was Alexander Patterson first, and it's Matty Daly. So it is 2-0. Stockport have scored their first goal back in the EFL. Maybe too little too late, potentially. Maybe a small glimmer of hope for them. But they have managed to score their first goal back within the EFL. And I won't tell me who has scored it. The only way to find out is on OneFootball now. Here they are. And it still won't tell me who scores. Great. So we do know Stockport has scored. But right now I don't know who scored it because they won't tell me. Any more goals going around Championship? Doesn't look like it now. The only goal in the second half has happened with Cardiff and Norwich. Wigan and Preston, the only game to still be 0-0 at this stage. Derby and Oxford and Bristol Rovers of Forest Green. Looks like that they're the only 2 teams to be 0-0. So it's Antoni Sarachevich who has scored for Stockport, by the way. And Morecambe and Shrewsbury is also another 0-0. So... League 1, actually, I've got 3 games that are still 0-0. And for League 2, we've got Leyton Orient and Grimsby 0-0, Bradford and Doncaster 0-0. And yeah, they're the only 2. So the Championship has actually got the less games still at 0-0. So they've spread out the goals very well there. Imagine a comeback, says Rexy. Yeah, Stockport would love it, but I don't personally see it. They're going to have to really turn it around there. But we have seen it happen before. Sarcevic, is it really that? Is that how you say it? Sarcevic? Well, yeah, I got the Vich right, but Sarcevic. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, fair enough. Didn't actually know that, actually. But thank you guys for chipping in. You guys always are able to be reliable to correct me on my pronunciations there. You know, it does happen quite frequently, more times than I'd like to admit. We're on 42 likes apparently, so guys, please hit the like button if you've not done so. We are 8 likes away from our like target of 50 likes. It's been revised like a couple of times the like target, so thank you guys so much for the support of these streams. We have plateaued to 1,257 subs, 3 subs away from 1,260. So if 3 of you subscribe, that would be unbelievable. It would be fantastically appreciative there. You can also share the channel. That really helps the growth of this channel as well. It allows more people to know what I'm doing. And another thing you can even do as well, if you really want to support the channel financially, you can even donate as well on a live stream too via Super Chat. But of course, you guys don't have to do that. It is under your wish, but it does really help financially for the channel as well. Right, apparently we do have another goal in League 2. I've been told that Walsall have scored a third. They're having a lot of coverage on Wigan Preston. It looks like it's looking like a very energetic game. Yeah, it is 3-0, so not wrong there. Was told about it. So it's 3-0 to Walsall. It's just appeared on Soccer Saturday. Danny Johnson with the goal for Walsall. So it is a second goal, a brace for Danny Johnson. But Hartlepool right now, looking like that they're really not having a great start to the season, which Jeff will not be happy with whatsoever. No other goals in the Championship. No team has scored more than 1 goal so far, which is interesting so far. Apparently, Exeter had a goal, maybe ruled out for offside, maybe, according to Tom there. It sounds like, yeah, Exeter has scored. Danny Johnson scored against us on his debut, apparently. Wow. Big moment there. Okay, who's this? What's happened here? So, they're talking about Leyton Orient and they had a big build-up to this. So, apparently, Leyton Orient have just scored the first goal of their season against newly promoted Grimsby Town. And Leyton Orient apparently have missed all their penalties last year. So that's what they were talking about there. But Leyton Orient looks like they have scored it. And it's George Moncur. That's a recognisable name. Was, I believe, a Luton Town player. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But he was a Championship player last year. So this is something that Leyton Orient will be happy about with. Still 1-1 between Northampton and Colchester. What about Ipswich? Still 1-1. Okay, I did know about that goal for Portsmouth there, so nearly scared me there. Yeah, still 1-1 between Ipswich and Bolton there. And for the Championship, it looks like it's still remaining unchanged as of now. A lot of 1-0s at the moment. But we have got 30 minutes for more moments to happen. I do think we'll get more goals. It's just, where are they going to go? Well, Portsmouth have clearly teased me. It is an equalising goal for Portsmouth. It's not showing it, but now it's decided to show it. Right, it's an equalising goal for Portsmouth there. I'm trying to listen to the commentary there. And it's Michael Jacobs, by the looks of things, who has scored the goal. 2-2 between Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth. What a game this has turned out to be. Bristol Rovers and Forest Green. Forest Green, first time ever in League One, have scored against other fellow newly promoted Bristol Rovers, which is very, very interesting. Oh, could it be another chance for Portsmouth? Oh, wow. It's still 2-2. Wow. That game in Hillsborough is proving to be one of the best games of the opening EFL season now. So, I'm trying to work out who scored for Forest Green. Maybe you guys may know. Oh, here it comes. Jordan Moore-Taylor. I nearly said Taylor Moore. Jordan Moore-Taylor has scored for Forest Green, their first official goal of League One. A bit of history for Forest Green there, and they will be chuffed with this. Right, so back to Championship. Doesn't look like there's any goals again. So, as I said, we still have half an hour to see more goals, and I will be hoping we do see a couple more goals there. Rabbit, welcome to the stream. Up the vegan, says Honeygun. Looks like he's having a soft spot for Forest Green. Millwall are all over us, apparently, says Ethan. Well, Gary Rowett will be loving that. Burnley will walk for Championship, says Dizzy. I don't know how people didn't predict them to go up. Well, I predicted them in 5th. It was just mainly down to the big change, really. But if it goes well, I think Burnley would have had a really great season. I mean, I predicted them to finish 5th, which, to be fair, is higher than quite a fair few people have predicted, to be honest. And in terms of playoff records, I probably would have backed Burnley, because Burnley, when they have been relegated, especially the last time in 2014, I believe it was, they went straight back up. But they did have Sean Dyche in their disposal. I think it's just down to the massive changes they've had, really. But based on performances, it's looking very good for Burnley right now. It really is. I was celebrating a goal against the Gas. Oh, true. Yeah, I should have clocked that. I really should have clocked that indeed there. Peterborough have scored. Has Peterborough scored? If that's what Tom's saying. Hang on a minute. Have Peterborough scored? They have scored, and Soccer Saturday have just showed it. Okay. There could be a comeback going on here. So it is not an equalising goal, but it's a consolation. Jack Marriott, who's going to be playing at League One level, incredibly. He has scored for Peterborough to make it 2-1. Can Peterborough get a comeback? So right now, Barnsley still losing against Plymouth as well. Plymouth still losing. And Derby still drawing 0-0 to Oxford right now. I tell you what, I think Derby squad, I really want to see Derby squad because it would be a really changed squad. Let's see the signings. Wild Smith in goal, new signing. Roberts, new signing. Joe Cashin, not a new signing. Curtis Davies also not a new signing. Jason Knight, I don't think a new signing, if I'm right in saying. Conor Hurhan, new signing. Max Bird, Corey Smith, new signing. Mendes Land, new signing. James Collins, new signing. And Tom Barkusen. 7 new signings for that Derby squad. Wow. If you look at that squad, you should think it should walk the League One. But as Ipswich people and fans know, League One is not easy. You could be the favourites and you can be found out. No team, takes other teams for granted there. Jack Marriott scores. Yeah, that's right. He scored the consolation for Peterborough for now. We've got a bit of a break, and Soccer Saturday have gone to a break as well, so we can potentially go through some comments, go through some questions maybe. I'll plug the channel again. If you've not liked the stream, please hit the like button. It really does help the growth of this channel. Apparently, we're still on 42 likes. We've kind of plateaued to 42 likes. We're 8 likes away from 50 likes. There's 21 of you here. If you've not hit the like button, please do hit the like button. It really does help the growth of this channel. And guys, if you've not hit the subscribe button either, that also really helps the growth of this channel as well. We've gained 7 subs today, which I can only thank you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. We're 3 subs away from 1,260 subs. So guys, please do continue showing your support and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. And 2,000 subs, I shave my beard. So I've got even a forfeit in mind if that happens as well. FIFA Fanatics has said, can't believe we let Sawyers go. Man would have been a good backup for Swift. I know. Would have been a really, really good signing there. Yeah, Sawyers. That's absolutely right. From West Brom, that is as well. Yeah. Because he was a West Brom player, but just never really found his form there, didn't he? But they should have persevered with it. We've got a second goal at the Den, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another goal in the Championship. Second goal at the Den. It goes, by the way, apparently for Millwall. Now, that's my prediction wrong for Millwall. I did say 1-1 in this game. So, it looks like Millwall are going to start the season with a win. I want to know who scored for Millwall, but I don't know as of now because it won't tell me who has scored. Are there any more goals right now? Still 1-0 with Bristol City there. 1-0 to Blackpool there. Right, no, it looks like the latest goal has gone by the way of Mill. Dundee losing 3-1 to Partick Thistle. Wow. That's surprising, I would probably arguably say. Who has scored for Millwall? And it's Charlie Cresswell again. He has scored a double. Wow. Unbelievable. So Charlie Cresswell, what a moment for the young lad from Leeds United. He has scored 2 goals today for Millwall on his debut. Without a shadow of a doubt, the man of the match. Probably even the player of the weekend at the moment. And we've got a 5th goal at Hillsborough. Unbelievable turnaround for Portsmouth. They're now 3-2 up. Cole B. Bishop with the 3rd goal for Portsmouth. I tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday, strong favourites to go up, but Portsmouth are really spoiling the party at the moment, which is making things very, very interesting at the moment. Oh, I can't believe I actually put options there of who will score next. I didn't put Birmingham or Luton. It's still 0-0 there. How have I completely forgotten about Luton and Birmingham? Those were 2 other teams that were 0-0. Well, by the looks of things, it looks like it's going to be 0-0 maybe with Luton and Birmingham and Preston and Wigan, but I hope not. But what an unbelievable game this has turned out to be in League One. This is up there for the game of the opening game in the EFL. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Portsmouth 3. So Sheffield Wednesday lead twice, Portsmouth equalised twice, and now for the first time in the 64th minute, they take the lead. Absolutely unbelievable. Sorry, wrong team. It's 2-0 Orient, apparently. I'll look at Leyton Orient in a minute there. Hill Football is happy with that. I think you're a Leeds fan, so that's why he's happy with that. Yeah, it is Orient who score a 2nd goal. Thomas James with the goal. Have I missed any other goals? I've talked about all of these ones, I think. I've not missed any from League 2 there. I was a little bit surprised. I honestly thought I'd miss goals, but I've actually caught up pretty well. By the looks of things, I've talked about all the moments there. In the Championship, I'm also caught up as well. Call me Usher, because I'm so caught up. There's only 2 games that are 0-0 in the Championship now. Luton, Birmingham, and Wigan, Preston. 0 points for me so far. Unbelievable, Jeff. I don't know how many points I've got so far. So I would have got 1 point for Burnley because I predicted a Burnley win. Wigan Preston I get 0. Rotherham Swansea I get 0. Millwall Stoke I get 0. Luton Birmingham I get 0. Hull Bristol City I get 0. Cardiff Norwich I get 0. Blackpool Reading I get 0. And Blackburn QPR currently would get 0. So I've only got 1 point. So don't worry about that. Sky These says prediction for Sunderland versus Coventry up the Mackins. Indeed, I'll give you my prediction. So on my channel, I predicted 1-1, I believe. I think it will be a very close game. I think Ben HG's predicted a Coventry win. I think Sunderland will actually start quite well. And I do think the Stadium of Light is going to be their biggest advantage going into this. So I do think they'll actually cancel each other out. I'll go for 1-1. Sunderland 3, Coventry 3, says Resi. That would be a brilliant game. And I will be doing a live stream and watch along for Sunderland and Coventry. So do make sure you turn up to my channel round about maybe 11:40, 11:50-ish. That is when I will be streaming that. Right, so I'm just showing my subscribers again. Don't know why. Let's go back to this. Any more comments right now? I think we've got a little bit of a break. Very, very small break though. I will be looking at any more goals that go in there. I will just constantly be switching through Championship League 1, seeing if I spot... Oh my god! We've got a goal in... Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's involving Peterborough. They've just equalised. From 2-0 down, they're now 2-2. Wow. Okay. Frankie Kent and Alfie May, getting the first 2 goals there. Frankie Kent with an own goal. Jack Marriott scoring a consolation by the looks of things. But Peterborough have hit back in a big way. It looks like they've equalised. And I don't know who scored because it won't tell me who scored. One football and neither SofaScore will tell me who scored. But it's Johnson Clark-Harris. He has scored for Peterborough. If you remember, Johnson Clark-Harris was a goal machine in League One. And it looks like he's already added to his tally. And this could be like one of Peterborough's secret weapons going into this season. What an unbelievable moment. We're getting comebacks after comebacks. I tell you what, League One has really delivered some really good games at the start of the season. And it's not me being slightly biased about that. I really do think they've delivered some great games so far. The Championship's still done well so far. But right now, it's been like traditional samey results at the moment. Tell you what, Rotherham are doing well to hold Swansea out for a 1-1 draw at the moment. Blackburn holding firm there as well. I will need a QPR equaliser to potentially get 3 points in there. A Birmingham goal will give me 1 point there. And a Preston goal will give me 1 point. So those are probably the best scenarios I can go for right now. So I'm hearing... Well, speaking about Blackburn and QPR, they're talking about it now, and it looks like QPR are lacking that goal threat, which is, excuse me, that's not a good analysis at the moment right now if they're lacking a goal threat, especially for how advanced Michael Beale likes to play. Right. Now, apparently, Accrington have equalised as well, according to Tom. They have indeed. Who are they? Exactly. Wow. They will be happy with that now. So, let's see who has equalised. I don't know who's got the goal. Ethan Hamilton with the foul there, but that's all I've got really. Hang on a minute. Who has scored? Is One Football going to tell me at least? Sean McConville, their captain, has equalised for Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. They have managed to get the equalising goal. 1-1. Apparently it's 4-0 Walsall. Let's look at that now. Thank you guys. You guys have been really good as my video printer today. You guys have been right on it. That's all I can say. It is 4-0 to Walsall against Hartlepool. Oh my gosh. Look how one-sided this is. Johnson with a hat-trick. Brilliant stuff by him. With a 9.4 rating too. He's had a terrific game right now in terms of the EFL in the debut game of a week of the season there. Danny Johnson, he'll be the hat-trick hero. Could be the player of the EFL in week 1 actually with a hat-trick there. Anything happening here maybe? Nothing by the looks of things, but I will constantly keep switching around between the leagues. 3-2. 1-0. No. Okay, right now it's looking pretty samey. Then for League 2, it's looking like the same as well. Yeah. Looking very samey right now. Apparently 2-0 Wimbledon, if that's the case. No, well, it's just appeared. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. Right, 2-0 Wimbledon. Jack Curry with the goal for Wimbledon. They're going to have a winning start, getting relegated back into League 2. Gillingham right now, who narrowly got relegated. Not a great start on their part whatsoever. I've got to say, probably the shock of the championship so far is Cardiff beating Norwich by 1-0 right now, especially with the squad that they've got. Sargent is out and Sinani's gone on. Liam Gibbs has gone on for Sorensen there. O'Dowdo with the assist. The two signings combining for Cardiff there. I got to say, with people having their doubts about Cardiff being able to gel, they've clearly gelled quite well at the moment there. There's apparently a consolation goal for Rochdale against Crewe. Ooh, we've got a red card. We've got a red card in the championship. Officially, the first red card in the championship is from a second bookable offence. And it goes to the way of Cardiff. Devante Rodley, by the way, scoring the consolation goal for Rochdale. But Perry NG getting the first red card. And I tell you what, that's not the first time NG has had a red card for Cardiff as well. Probably could have said something about that there, but it's a second bookable offence for Perry NG. 2 yellow cards by the looks of things. I've not heard the details of it, but that is where the first yellow card is going for. Perry NG apparently getting involved in an argument, and he's getting second yellow card for a foul. So the argument part is pretty much the stupid one, really. Just having a bad day. Yeah, not having a great day with Hartlepool right now, isn't he? Right, views have gone down a little bit, but it could be just the stream wavering. Right, got to keep the energy if I can. We're on 1,258 subs. Guys, we're 2 subs away from 1,260. That'd be a great achievement if we can get there. Thank you guys so much for the support for this channel. It really does help the growth of this channel. Okay, right, I'm excited now. I am really, really excited. So we're going back to Stockport against Barrow. 5th goal coming into that game. Stockport have now scored 2 goals. It is Paddy Madden who scored the second goal for Stockport. Was it Rexy who called that it could be a comeback? Oh my God, it really could happen. Oh my God, a 5th goal between Cheltenham and Peterborough. Johnson Clark-Harris has turned, he's really turned the screw. We've got another championship goal at Stadium MKM, but I'll go to that in a minute. Johnson Clark-Harris has made it 3-2. 2 goals for Johnson Clark-Harris. 2 goals in 6 minutes. Joe Ward, who's been a real flair player near the end of the season for Peterborough. Brilliant comeback on their part. Barnsley still losing there. So Hull City have scored against Bristol City with a penalty. Ozan Tufan scoring from the spot. Right. Now, that will be 1 point restored because I predicted a 2-2 draw between Hull and Bristol City. It's not quite the scoreline I predicted, but it will be the correct outcome. So that could be something a bit salvageable if I can speak. Right, another goal in League 1, and it's an equalising goal for Bristol Rovers. They fought back against the Vegans. It is Aaron Collins who equalises for Bristol Rovers with Joey Barton as their manager still, and he cancels out Jordan Moore-Taylor's opening goal. Wow, here we go. This is what we're waiting for. We're getting more and more goals now. Still 0-0 between Luton Birmingham and Wigan Preston, which bit disappointing there. But as of right now, we are getting some really big scorelines here. In terms of my prediction league points, I've not done well at all so far. It's 3-0 Peterborough lead. Yeah. Rexy's clearly very excited right now. Love to see it. Right. 70. Well, we're getting around 70th to 80th minute now. So we're looking at the final 15 minutes now for most games. This is really like kitchen sink time, isn't it, for most of these teams, especially if they're drawing or they're training a little bit. Stockport, if they get a draw or even a win against Barrow, that would be undoubtedly the comeback of the EFL, for all I say. What a mad match day. I know. I tell you what, what's getting poised right now is really great. We've seen Portsmouth complete a comeback against Sheffield Wednesday. We've seen Peterborough complete a comeback against Cheltenham right now. We could see Stockport overcome a 3-0 trail at half time. They're now 3-2 down rather than 3-0 down. Harrogate have scored a third goal. It is 3-0 between them and Swindon Town. Swindon, who narrowly missed out on promotion as well. They won't like this result whatsoever right now. It's Jack Muldoon. Great player, Jack Muldoon, actually. Heavily linked for League One, actually. He has scored not the opening goal, but he has scored the third goal for Harrogate. Right. Soccer Saturday taking a little break, so I'll take a bit of a break with listening to their commentaries. And I'll do my own commentaries. Right, Rotherham and Swansea still 1-1. Rotherham done quite well so far. So Kioso's in for Grant Hall, Georgie Kelly out for Washington, and Cohen Bramall's on. Oh, I'm liking that. Sean Ferguson's gone. Nutchim's on for Patterson, and Soriano's out with Ryan Manning going on there. Wow. This is really, really getting tense now. Now, one thing interesting here with Cardiff, they're 1-0 up and have played some great football, but now they're down to 10 men following Perry and G getting a red card. Now, it looks like that Steve Morrison has put another defender on the pitch. Curtis Nelson out for Shea Ojo, so definitely going to be defending for their lives now. The only team to actually score at least 2 goals was Millwall against Stoke, and for what I've heard, Stoke fans have not liked their performance so far. Gales, I almost forgot Dwight Gale was playing for Stoke, to be honest, but he's gone off the pitch for Jacob Brown. And then almost immediately is when Charlie Cresswell scores there. Small Bones on for Clucas. Shackleton was replaced by Saville. Zian Fleming's now on for Honeyman. And Mason Bennett is on for Bradshaw. Interesting stuff right there. Wigan and Preston still 0-0. Looking pretty even there. Looks like Wigan have had some good spells there of attack momentum there. So substitutions there. Kurt out with Watmore going on. Looks like there's an injury there. Oh dear. Well, my Colchester heart has now completely shattered. Northampton have now taken the lead against Colchester, and it's from a penalty of their own with Sam Hoskins managing to score from the spot. I guess, I don't know. I don't know if they deserved it. I need to look at the stats and the performance. Bit disappointing around my part there. Luton and Birmingham. Ooh, I tell you what, Birmingham having a small spell there. They really are. I did predict a Birmingham win against Luton, which not many people did, but I am acknowledging their fantastic form that they have against Luton Town. Right, so Bakuna getting booked in first there. Freeman out and Woodrow on. Cornick on for Morris. If he gets a goal right now, that'll definitely help my Gaffer League. And Jukovic on for Troy Deeney. And that's the thing, I don't really think their strikers are really going to help them, unfortunately. Right, it does look like... Oh my god, a goal at Pride Park for League One. And it is going to the way for Derby. They have scored finally against Oxford United. Conor Hourihane, who else, has scored the goal. Derby, I've got to say, they have got a really good team on their hands, and I'm really excited for them this year. And with them scoring against Oxford right now, I am really, really excited for that. Are you watching Luton Birmingham, Alex? I am keeping eyes on it. I can't watch it completely. Ryan Giles is the GOAT. What a name. Says Middlesbrough winning tonight. I predicted a 0-0 draw, but I've got to say, if there was any team I was a bit more confident about, could potentially be Middlesbrough. You need 3 goals for 80 quid. I need Bristol Rovers, Swansea and Luton, says XY said. Oh, I tell you what, this is someone who's gambled there. I don't tend to gamble, really. You know, my gambling has gone to free stakes, which is the predictions league and about all of that there. So, oh my god, 6 goal alert going into Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday, if they have just equalised, what an incredible game this has turned out to be. One Football's really not updated it because it still says 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday. Now they're saying 3-2 Portsmouth. Is it 3-3? Is it 3-3? Let's find out. Let's find out. Is One Football trying to troll me right now? Is it like an offside, maybe? Right. No, it is a 6th goal. And it is to the way of Sheffield Wednesday. What a game this has turned out to be. Absolutely incredible. That's all I can say. Absolutely incredible. Who has scored the 3rd goal? It is Dele Bashiru again. He's scored twice now for Sheffield Wednesday. What an incredible impact he's had. So Johnson scored the 1st goal for Sheffield Wednesday. Then it was Oglev who managed to equalise. Dele Bashiru scores again for Sheffield Wednesday 2 minutes later. Then Jacobs and Bishop makes it 3-2. And Dele Bashiru turns up again in the 81st minute to make it 3-3. What a game at Hillsborough right now. I am really, really hyped for this. Still no more goals that have gone in from the Championship right now. League One has delivered for me. They've really delivered League One right now with the games that they've got. Wycombe 3, Burton 0 still. That's still unchanged. I tell you what, a shock right now is Cambridge beating MK Dons. That will be considered a shock. Plymouth beating Barnsley will be considered a bit of a shock there. Exeter could get their 1st point back into the League One, you know, with a draw against Lincoln City. But one of the games has been that 3-goal comeback from Peterborough there. And this game between Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth is on another level of insane right now. In terms of teams that have scored more than 3 goals, this has only happened once. And that is gone to the side of Walsall. We've got a red card, I think, in Wigan, Preston. Who is it? Who's sent off for Wigan, Preston? I did say there'd be a red card in that game. Oh, okay. Who's been sent off for Wigan or Preston? I did say there'd be a red card, I think, in this game. Right, I think a red card's been given. They're talking about Wigan and Preston being very heated. Okay. It's difficult to say. I'm trying to multitask. It's gone to Preston. They've gone down to 10 men rather than Wigan. It's Ched Evans who has got the red card by the looks of things there. The challenge looks bad, but there's contention of him slipping into that challenge. We've had 2 red cards in the Championship in the opening game week. Oh, we've got another red card. Norwich have now got a red card on their hands. It is Grant Hanley who has been sent off for Norwich. That is not good news for Norwich. If they had any chance of getting back into this, they needed all 11 players on the pitch. They've now lost a defender as well alongside with Cardiff. Not really good for them at all. Was he previously booked, Hanley? Yeah. Another one who's had a yellow card for an argument. And another second bookable offence for Hanley for a foul. What's it with these players losing their heads? Oh my god, an equalising goal for Colchester. Noah Chilvers. Wow, okay, did not expect him to score today. But Noah Chilvers has scored for Colchester. It is 2-2 between Northampton. Our record against Northampton is atrocious, by the way. And that is a big moment there. What a moment this has turned out to be. We've had 3 red cards in the Championship. I tell you what, I did predict that there would be a red card between Wigan and Preston. Just got the wrong team and player, unfortunately, in that front there. Wow. Hopefully this might open a few floodgates. Hopefully this might open a few more floodgates because what I will say, we've not had too many goals in the Championship, I've got to say. Oh my gosh, right. Let me check some comments very, very quickly there. 3-3, wow. Yes, Sheffield Wednesday, Portsmouth. Incredible there. Wednesday signed Reece James. The Blackpool one, I think. Yeah, not the Chelsea one, indeed. Yeah. On loan for Blackpool, yeah. 2-0 Carlisle, apparently says. Jaijo, I think. That's how you say that. I don't know how you say your name. I'm really, really sorry. But if it is 2-0 Carlisle, it's not popped up on the screen yet. But it could be 2-0. Right, well, apparently it's not turned up yet. I'll go back to that and see if there has been a second goal to Carlisle there. What a block, says Rexy. I don't know who that was. Mate, I think he's watching. I think Rexy's watching Cardiff and Norwich. So maybe a bit of good defending there. Horrible challenge by Grant Hanley. He'll be suspended. Well, yeah, so will Perry and G. Now, 85th minute, still 0-0 between Luton and Birmingham, looking like it's going to be a 0-0 opening day result. Wigan and Preston, still 0-0, looking like that's going to be a 0-0 opening day result as well. Still no other goals happening. Oh, chance. Right, Birmingham had a very small chance there, but nothing came to it. Cresswell will score a hat-trick. Oh, okay, that's a prediction and a half. I mean, Stoke would hate every minute of that, especially with Gary Rowett, getting the better of Stoke. But that would be a huge moment for Charlie Cresswell. He'll be right up there for signing of the window if he does anything like that. Right, so 81st minute right now. Last year, Wigan scored the most goals after 95 minutes. If that's the case, John, we might have to wait a little bit for Wigan and Preston, So they are still 0-0, but maybe that's still early days for Wigan in terms of the game. And they've got a man advantage now. So now's the best time for them to potentially get a goal. I have predicted Wigan to finish 20th. So not 21st. Quite a few people predicted Wigan to go down. I do think Wigan are being a little bit overlooked, I'd say. Especially with the squad they've got and the manager that they've got. Will Cresswell is the top goal scorer for the Championship. Yeah, incredible. Was that... Sky says that was Sunderland. Sunderland did score a lot of late goals. I didn't know if that was the case. Well, I know Wigan scored quite a fair few late goals. I think both Wigan and Sunderland scored a lot, but I don't know the official stats. I'm going to have to look into it. Right, I've only just realised the Community Shield game is happening pretty soon there. It's Charlie Cresswell, so the Millwall one, on loan from Leeds United. He has scored a brace for Millwall today, so he is actually the top goal scorer right now, which is crazy right now. Right, Queen's Park Rangers not looking like they're going to give me a point for or 3 points for the prediction league because they've not had a shot on target in this game apparently. Now's the best time to actually quickly look at stats right now. They're talking about Blackpool Reading, but it clearly not been the most interesting game if they're only talking about that now. So, Blackpool Reading, let's look at details there. So, by the looks of things, Reading have been better in this second half. 52% possession there, 10 shots each, 5 shots on target to 3. So, only 3 shots on target to their 10 there. 4 shots off target, so been quite wasteful with their chances. 10 corners, but no goals from that. 1 offside there, 10 fouls for Blackpool there. And then 1 big chance missed for Reading. We've already talked about that. But Blackpool have hit the woodwork, apparently. I will be interested to see that there. 7 shots inside the box to 9 there. 3 shots outside the box, 3 to 1 there. Oh, a second goal at Ewood Park. Now, I am definitely not going to get the Blackburn QPR predictions right at all. Because it is 2-0 to Blackburn. They have a winning start to the season with John Dahl Thomason. Could Blackburn potentially have a good season? Especially with the fact if Ben Brereton Diaz is going to stay. I know he hasn't scored the goal, Ben Brereton Diaz, but Lewis Travis with Ryan Hedges assisting with the first goal. Oh, is it offside? Is it offside? Well, SoberScore says 2-0. Well, thanks SoberScore for making me look like an idiot there. Right, so apparently, according to this, Luton had the better of things, and then Birmingham looking like they've done a bit better in this second half. With statistics there, 52% to 48% there, 14 shots to 12. That's been quite close, to be fair. 4 shots on target to 3 there. Hibernian score a very late goal against St Johnstone, claiming a late winner. Rocky Bashiri with the goal. Ooh, Swansea have some chances there. Wow, so Rotherham are really holding on now, but they're doing really well at the moment getting this point. 3 block shots each, 7 corners to 5, 3 offsides to 1 there. 40 fouls, 2 yellow cards, 1 big chance and 1 big chance missed for Luton. So they've had their big chance moment, but they have missed that. 9 shots inside the box to 6 there. Interesting stuff there. Millwall to Stoke. Let's look at this here. So Millwall looking like they've had a bit of things. Stoke have had a tiny spell near the end of the game. With stats though, 57% possession for Stoke, but look at that, 13 shots to 3, looking very one-sided there. 5 shots to 1, 4 shots off target to 2 there, 4 block shots there. Or it looks like it was Josh Campbell who scored for Hibernian actually. 7 corners to 1, 3 offsides there, 15 fouls to 8, 2 yellow cards, and 1 big chance for Millwall, which they took as one of their goals. 11 shots inside the box to 1, that's incredible. It's been so one-sided in that game. I did not expect that. I thought Stoke would compete a bit more than this. Wigan Preston. Wigan looking like they've had the better attack momentums throughout the game, really. 50% in possession, 15 shots to 12. That's very close. 5 shots on target to 2. I gotta say, I think Wigan are slightly edging it here. 5 block shots to 4 there. 6 corner kicks to 4. They'll definitely edge it now they've got an extra man on the pitch. 17 fouls for Preston. Wow. Incredible, really. But look at that. Preston have had 2 big chances missed and they've hit the woodwork. Oh, Preston could live to regret those missed chances potentially. Maybe Wigan being the better team, but Preston going the closest to scoring the goals. Looking very close between Hull and Bristol City. Bristol City having spells of good possession, but Hull in general probably having a bit more control of it. 56% to 44%, 12 shots to 8. 3 shots each right now. 5 shots off target there, 6 block shots there, 6 corner kicks to 2. We have got a goal at the Memorial Stadium for Bristol Rovers and Forest Green. Let's actually just quickly change that now. That's pretty much all the stats I need to show you with this. Forest Green looks like they've claimed their first win in League One. It goes to show that they've done really well to get into League One for the fact that I went to League Two straight away. Right, full-time Blackburn 1, QPR 0. That's an incorrect prediction by me and 0 points. But Regan Hendry scores for Forest Green in the 89th minute to claim their first win potentially in League One. A 2-1 away win as well, which would be a great result for them. So, Rotherham and Swansea still 1-1. Statistics, let's look at this here. Swansea looking like they've had a lot more of the attacking momentum. That big spell for Rotherham there is when they scored their goal. 73% to 27%, 12 shots to 9. 8 shots on target for Rotherham. That's crazy. 3 shots off target there, 5 block shots there, 6 corner kicks to 5 there. We're now entering added time for Wigan and Preston right now. Looks like it's heating up and opening up a little bit now. 11 fouls in the way of Rotherham right now. And 1 big chance missed each for Rotherham and Swansea. Wow, incredible really. 7 shots inside the box, 7 to 6. It's been very close. Now, it is 1-0 with Blackburn and QPR in the full time there. Oh, okay. We have got a red card in the 6-goal thriller between Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth. It's Lee Gregory, who has just been sent off for Sheffield Wednesday. It's not popped up on here yet, but I think it will pop up very, very soon. Overall, looking at this, it looks like it was pretty even with attack momentum, but if we look at stats, 0 shots on target for QPR, 4 shots on target for Blackburn. Blackburn looking like a pretty comfy performance, I've got to say. 50-50, but going forward, it looks like they've been more organised and just better. 6 corners to 0 there. Going forward, I do worry for QPR a little bit, but they have hit the woodwork, but that's pretty much the only time I think they've gone close to scoring, unfortunately, there. 3 saves that Dienga's made as well. Oh, heartbreak for Colchester. 89th minute, Ryan Haynes has just scored for Northampton to make it 3-2. Sam Hoskins has just completely turned us apart. 2 goals and an assist. He has completely had a field day against us. Late goal in League One as well. Charlton looked like that they won against Accrington Stanley there. It is Miles Learburn who has scored in the 94th minute. Could there potentially be a chance for Portsmouth to get the 4th goal? I don't know if it was a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty. But I don't think that it doesn't look like that it's going to be any more goals for Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth, but I could be wrong. Looking at this, Norwich have definitely had the more attacking momentum right now, but if we go to stats, 55% to 45%, 3 shots to 6, only 2 shots on target there to 1 there. Okay, well, yeah, talking about Miles Learburn there. Full time between Luton and Birmingham. It ends 0-0. Bit of a damp squid in that game, unfortunately, there. 2 shots on target there for Norwich. Look like they've not been clinical. They've hit the woodwork once. And it looks like Wigan are looking like that they're going to be the favourites to get something in this game now, following that Preston are now a man down. Right. Now's the best time to go back into this. You've got 1 point at least. It ends 0-0 there. Why is there a different scoreline to the real one? Oh, I don't know. So the score's being weird. Right, I'm just going to quickly check the like target. We are on 44. Guys, we're 6 likes away from 50 likes. If you can hit the like button, that would be absolutely amazing. 6 more likes till 50 likes. That would be a great achievement for the channel there. Oh, late goal at Stadium MKM. It looks like my point I could have got in the prediction league has been snatched away from me. Bristol City, who did take the lead against Hull City, they have now thrown all 3 points away because Hull are having a winning start today. And I don't know who scored it because it won't show me. There's also an equalising goal. I said Charlton would win. Just right now, that was definitely premature because Corredi Adeyurin has managed to get the equaliser for Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Wow. Unbelievable. I'm waiting to see who has scored for Hull City because this could be the winning goal. I want to know who scored it. Was it Seri? Because he's got an 8 rating right now. Who has scored? Tufan. It is Jean-Michel Seri in the 93rd minute. Makes it 2-1 to Hull. They're 2 new signings getting the 2 goals to give Hull a winning start to this season like they had last year. It wasn't as comprehensive when they beat Preston 4-1, but right now it is a winning start, and you'd arguably say Bristol City have improved their team and Hull have improved their team, and they've both done really well, but it looks like it's going to be Hull that get all 3 points. Derby have won 1-0 against Oxford. A winning start for Derby. Bristol City have got a corner. If Bristol City score, this will be a correct prediction for me because I said 2-2. Ooh, Wednesday Portsmouth have almost 8 minutes of injury time. I'm not surprised about that. It looks like Lincoln and Exeter City has ended 1-1, so there is a point for Exeter in their first game back in League One. Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth have ended 3-3. No other goals in this game. What an incredible game that was, though. I was really hooked throughout that whole game there. So well done to Sheffield Wednesday and Portsmouth for giving us a really entertaining game there. Still 6 likes away from 50 likes. Please do hit the like button if you've not done so. It really helps the growth of this channel. We are also 2 subscribers away from 1,260. If any of you not liked or subscribed, please do so. It really, really helps the growth of this channel. It really, really does. Right, we've only got a couple of championship games left playing. Hull Bristol City still going. Wigan and Preston still going. The rest, full time. Blackpool 1, Reading 0, full time. Luton Birmingham 0-0, full time. Millwall Stoke 2-0, full time there. Wigan Preston still going. Hull 2, Bristol City 1 still going. Rotherham Swansea ends 1-1. Rotherham pick up a point in the opening game of the season. Blackburn and QPR 1-0. Cardiff and Norwich. Cardiff beat Norwich by 1-0. Norwich lose their first game of the season. Wow, what a moment that is for Cardiff City. It's a good start for the boys. Oxford had 7 shots and all on target. Wow. Well, we'll look at the stats now for Derby and Oxford in case you've... Oh, hang on a minute. Hull and Bristol City, they're talking through some things. Oh, side netting. Ah! This close to potentially getting 3 points in my prediction. Oh, Bristol City. I think it's full time between Hull and Bristol City. And I think Preston and Wigan have ended full time as well. Yes, it's full time between Wigan and Preston. It ends 0-0 at the start of the season there. It has ended 0-0 and it has ended 2-1 to Hull. I've not had a great start on my predictions, I won't lie, but this is definitely the trickiest, game week to predict, really. So you're not expected to get a great start there. I guess I could take these off now because that's pretty much, I think, all the games are done. Ipswich Bolton's still going. Well, that's no surprise. Ipswich always play on very, very late there. God, I tell you what, if I miss a last-minute winner from Ipswich, I'm literally going to kick myself right now. Forest Green still winning against Bristol Rovers. Funny enough, they're talking about Ipswich and Bolton. It's just ended 1-1. Right. Full time in that one. It ended 1-1 to Ipswich and Bolton there. Still playing with Bristol Rovers and Forest Green. Still 2-1 there. With League 2, we've got a couple of games still playing. Still. Barrow. Oh my gosh, right. This is still happening there. Stockport 2, Barrow 3. It's still Barrow who's going to be picking up 3 points. But can Stockport get one more goal to get back into this? Can Colchester? No! Stockport have lost. They've lost 3-2 to Barrow. They put up a fight, but it was too little too late. They had too much to do in the second half. And with Northampton and Colchester right now, it does look like it will end 3-2, but it is not officially full-time yet. Sutton and Newport still going. Leyton Orient and Grimsby still going. Bradford and Doncaster still going. Oh my God, look at that. Bradford look like they've been all over Doncaster here. Well, I tell you this. Clean sheets for a lot of these teams, actually. Only Hull, Bristol City, and Rotherham and Swansea, we actually had 2 teams scoring against each other. The rest have been clean sheets, which surprises me a little bit. I won't lie. I wasn't expecting that many clean sheets. Correct scorelines, 3 points. Yes. So correct results. So let's say you predicted 2-1 Hull. Let's say you predicted 1-0 Hull and it ends 2-1 Hull. That's 1 point. But if you predicted 2-1 Hull and it ends 2-1 Hull, that's 3. That's in short. Stockport finish. Yeah, no, that's right. And Northampton did beat Colchester 3-2. Oh dear. Right. I don't think I've missed anything from the chat. I think a lot of people are now going away now. I think I was pulling in a great amount of viewers, but now they've decided to die away a little bit. But it happens, you know, when I'm talking for all this time, you know, I'm going to lose interest eventually. Right, guys, for subscribers, we're 2 subscribers away from 1,260. If you've not subscribed, please do so. We're so close to 1,260. That'd be a great achievement for this channel if we get there. I've been requested to look at Derby stats. Leyton Orient 2, Grimsby 0 was full time there, by the way. 13 shots to 7, 4 shots on target to 2. So Oxford had 7 shots, but only 2 on target by the looks of things. 2 of their shots were blocked. Derby had 7 blocked shots, 4 shots on target there. You could arguably say with the stats, with 7 corners to 3, 3 offsides there, you probably would say, and with 1 big chance missed each, that's interesting there, that I think Derby may have just edged it. Looking at the attack momentum, Derby looked like the better team as well. So, looks like a pretty deserved win in the end for Derby. Right, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Let's show you the Championship table after the opening games of the season. So, Millwall and Hull are right at the top of the table. They have both got 3 points. Blackburn and Blackpool and Burnley, a very Lancashire orientated top 6 there, with Cardiff adding into the mix in 6th. Rotherham in 7th place with a draw. Swansea also in 8th. 9th is Birmingham, 10th is Luton, 11th Preston and 12th Wigan. From Coventry to West Brom, those 6 teams or so still have to play their games. And then to the teams who have lost today. So Bristol City in 19th, Huddersfield in 20th, Norwich in 21st. And then the bottom 3, we've got Stoke, Reading and QPR as it stands in the bottom 3 at the start of the season. Wow. Wow, Bradford City attack momentum. Yeah, no, I did show it. It was very one-sided, wasn't it? Still 2 ongoing League 2 matches. Yeah, no, absolutely there. And it's Middlesbrough versus West Brom now. Yeah, I won't unfortunately do like a watch-along for that. It's just going to be too exhausting for me. But I will live stream Sunderland and Coventry tomorrow. On Monday, I'll also do Watford and Sheffield United. I'll also be looking... In fact, I'm really tempted, actually. I know Sunderland and Coventry are playing in midday. But I'm just double checking when the women's final is, because I'm very tempted to stream that, actually. God, excuse me. Really, really sorry about that. When is the kickoff between England versus Germany? That's what I want to know. Sutton and Newport done. There we go. It's ended. Right, 5 o'clock. Okay, I could potentially do that actually. So, right, well, definitely Sunderland Coventry. You'll see me do tomorrow. Maybe another stream as well with England women versus Germany women there, which will be exciting as well. We could potentially see England taking the Euros home. I mean, we are playing at home, so we should have an advantage with that. And Monday, we will also have Watford versus Sheffield United. And then from there, it'll just be regular videos, really. I'll be trying to make as many videos as I can. But guys, I've got to say thank you today for the support. We've made it to 45 likes. Not quite 50 likes, but maybe that was a bit over-ambitious by my part. We made it to 45 likes, which is... why does Championship Ready do matches at one time? I just think they like to spread it out. I think TV money as well, I think. But yeah, I think that's everything that I need to say. All I can leave with is a couple of plugs for the channel. Please like this stream if you've not done so. It really helps to grow this channel when you do so. Please also, if I can get my words right, subscribe to the channel as well. That also really helps as well. We're on 1,258, so I've got to say that's a pretty good stream to gain 8 subs. So thank you guys so much for the support today. I really appreciate it. To share the channel, it really would be appreciative. It helps more people know more about my channel and me being a content creator there. Another thing that you guys can do if you're financially stable, you can even send donations via Super Chat as well, which would be incredibly appreciative as well. You guys don't have to do it, but it's only if you're financially stable and you really want to support the channel, because financials all get contributed for stuff to add to the channel. So you would be giving something to the channel pretty much. But obviously it is on your accord and it's something that you should never force people to do. Right, so I really enjoyed that. You know, despite not getting many correct predictions, I really enjoyed it. So guys, that'll have to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of this stream. As always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care everyone. Wow, what a start to the championship season.